Hello there. I am Deocean, and this is Deocean's
Hello
Deep Blue.
there.
See, she knows too. The lady in my phone. Oh, that's me. Okay. Huh. This is back up because I don't have my glasses, and that means I can't read this screen right here very well at all. So my glasses are kind of lost somewhere in the fray. I've been busy. This is Deocean's Deep Blue. And here we do the deepest of woo. And we talk about all those woo woo subjects, everything from paranormal, metaphysical, out of body, remote view, real magic, shamanism, um, life after death, matrix theory, and all the rest. And that includes cryptids like Sasquatch. Many of us are experiencers of that, and also of cryptids, and also some of us are abductees. Basically, we got a little bit of everything. So, you know, my friends are not your typical people, and the people in here are more advanced students, shall we say, um, than those who are just asking if. We're asking who and why because we already know, yeah, it exists. Almost everything, I would say almost because I can't guarantee everything, but almost everything that's been reported exists. So, hey, Angel Wings, and I am Pam. Hey, I am Pam. Hello, Pam. How you doing? So we already know this stuff exists. We've experienced it, many of us. And if thousands of people and millions of people around the world are experiencing things, I'm not going to call them all crazy, and that's all there is to it. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's a done deal with all this stuff. And until proven otherwise, which is not going to happen because you can't prove a negative. So, oh, you're right. I am ocean. Doggone, Pam. Hey, Project Skyfalls. Doggone it, Pam. You're right. And I see my crew is starting to file in here. So it's a happy click-in party tonight. And so we're having a clicky party. I'm going to put out the link. Let me get the link put out. I wish I could remember how to pin it again. Heather showed me how to pin it, and I've totally forgotten. But let me post a comment. There we go. They made it a little easier to invite people in the last few incarnations of this. So let me see. Where is go? Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. Marianne? Mary, come in. Hey, Mary. Hi, Mary Wins. How you doing, sweetheart? Mary Wins. Yeah, it's just a click-in party, whatever you want to talk about, metaphysical and paranormal and whatever. There's been all kinds of things happening. I don't care. You can get a little political as long as you know to use code words and that. I don't want to get shut down, but I don't care, really. I just want us to have a nice little party and be able to chitty chat among ourselves. Yeah, tomorrow will be the Monday. I know Alphonse probably showed up last Monday for that, but because he only shows up for the free card readings. But okay, so tomorrow is moonday Monday, and we'll be doing free cards. Then, and I have had an interesting week so far. Nothing that I really could put out there as probably that interesting to you guys, though. So, I won't repeat that, Angel Wings, but yes, I totally agree. So, it's whatever you guys want to talk about tonight. Anything going on in the world at all that, might be interesting to us. Hey, Indy, how you doing? Do 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 do. Indy's in the house. Nah. Did I get drunk? No. I'm just in a good mood. I'm a little tired. For the last 4 or 5 months, a new skill added other than knowing. What? Knowing. What do you, what do you mean, Pam? Come and tell us. Clicky the linky. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get that. I haven't quite figured that out either. But I was watching other videos, and there was one show that was featuring a TikTok by somebody where she was lucid dreaming. And then somehow she ended up in this white room with a person with a clipboard. And they told her that she wasn't supposed to wake up. And she thought that was really weird. But she was lucid in her dream. She was like, oh, okay, so I'll go have fun in my lucid dream and play the piano. And um, she saw some people. One of the people, I guess the technician, told her that she was a fan. I guess they had recordings of all of her other dreams. That's the way she told the story. I thought that was a very interesting story. If it's true or if it's not, I couldn't tell you, but it's very interesting. Since Bashar, the channeled entity from the future, said that their civilization, the way that they can do so many things that they do is because they woke up from both dreams, whatever that means. What do you think it means? I don't know. You tell me. Okay, I don't have my glasses. So, yeah, and it looks like you're getting ready for mediumship after what you told me, Pam. Usually it starts with your loved ones. Hmm. Mark, the Arc Spark. Okay, well, Mr. Spark is here, so we can set a course. Uh, yeah. Well, Pam, we're actually passing through D4, which used to be our land of the dead. Our it used to be the frequency that our dead resided in, but that is shifting, and so we're moving through 4. And that's my theory as far as I've gotten, okay, on it, is that perhaps what is happening is we are seeing the people in frequency 4 that have always been in frequency 4, which is our land beyond. So, and it is kind of like the interface place where you can interface with the ones who have gone on. So, as we're now moving through 4 and on the lower end of 5, the just the beginning rim of 5, because they are interpenetrating spheres. I've been shown interpenetrating spheres are what are the pattern for reality. Okay, um, so the flower of life pattern is actually, uh, if you put it in a dimensional shape, it becomes a sphere, and then from there we don't really have a good way to conceptualize what it looks like beyond that. So, um, that's what I'm thinking. You're seeing people that are in the next frequency up, maybe in 4, and I'm seeing them too. Well, the reptilians were hiding out in 4, but they're being cleared. Oh, yeah, that's how you summon Scotty. Boobs! Oh, cool, Mark. Scotty. Yeah, most people pick their heyday, and most often they pick, you know, um, yeah, most people seem to pick like in their 30s or so, 30s, 40s, in order to show up. My mother did too. Yeah. Yeah, it's what they choose to look like. They pick what they want to look like. It's not why is it doing this? Okay, it was doing something really weird. Um, hmm. Mm, okay, so are you waiting to come on the stage? No, you're not yet. I threw the link up there, you guys. You want me to throw it again? Oh, I'm so glad my swelling is down today. Oh, as you probably can see, my swelling is down today. You can tell by my face. It's not as bad today. It really shows in my face when I'm swollen. How do you know when someone is your soulmate? Hmm, you know, in my case, it usually starts with, yeah, they seem to be interested in a lot of the same stuff I am. And then there's a feeling like, I know this person, but a soulmate, you have many. If you're talking about a twin flame, that's entirely different. That's a whole different thing. And there's a lot of research on that. Me, I'd just be glad to have true love for a while in this life before I take off. Maybe while I'm in 5D, that would be fun. Um, True love would be great. I'm not asking necessarily for the whole soulmate trip. I mean, for the not soulmate. He would have to be a soulmate. But the twin flame, not necessarily asking for the twin flame trip. I don't know what kind of a contract I must have made for that, but it sure sucked. I think I made a bad deal. Hey, Mr. Cake. Yeah, that's right. Your audience is here. Where are you? Off lazing around in front of the fan when you are supposed to be up here being cute. Well, you're supposed to be up here being cute. It's not my fault. Come on, you're late. We've been on for a few minutes. Come on. Are you coming up or not? Okay. He says. There, now he's going to that side of the bed because this side of the bed is when I lay down, so he can lay right by my left shoulder. This side of the bed is where he lays down and gets his pettings, right? So he's like real picky about that. When he's on this side of the bed, this is where he's got to get his loving, his belly rubs and all that stuff. Because he is a baby. There he is. There he is, Mr. Important. There he is, Mr. Handsome. Little cowboy. He's my little cowboy. Aren't you? My little cowboy. Meow. 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 He's purr purr purr. Purr 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 purr. To everything. Purr 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 purr. He's a little purr generator. Really good little purr generator. Oh, okay, so aloha. Aloha. Hook. Off the hook is in the house. He's in the house. Okay. Oh, Thank you. Yeah, I'm less puffy today. I'm less swollen. I'm feeling better. Thank goodness. When I get swollen, I don't feel good, and stress will swell me. And apparently, yeah, even the red spots, I was having some red spots on my face are even gone right now. I have a little faint right there. But I think I'm getting rid of oxalates. I think I'm dumping oxalates. So from oxalates? No, not ocelots. Oxalates from food. They're little plant lectins that store up in your body and cause problems. So I have been eating low oxalate food, but then that causes dumping. So I've been making sure I get a lot of calcium in order to mitigate the effects of oxalate dumping in my system. Uh, and I did a show about that. So I'm happy. Yeah, I'm fine right now. I'm peaceful. My house is a freaking, my apartment is a freaking mess right now because I don't have a helper. But supposedly I am going to get one. But um, I don't know. Right now it's just a freaking mess. Hmm, it's not. I guess it's not as bad as it could. It's okay. No, it's not. It's not that good. It's really not looking good. Yeah, I need some help over here. And my glasses, I lost them somewhere in the bathroom. I dropped them, I think. They dropped off into the bath stall. And there's things, there's like, I have some like shower stools and stuff and shower seat, whatever they call that, in order so you can sit down and take a shower and stuff. And I have other stuff for washing clothes in there. And, so my glasses are down there. I can't look for them until I find them. So I'm going to have to wait until, I may have to wait until somebody comes over and sees them. So this is why I'd love to live near somebody that I could bother for stuff like that fairly near. I am pretty happy though. You know what? It's like all of this is just small stuff. You know, it's I have finally really we have done some extensive work, and it's the work that I've been doing even on this channel where I have been sending our all of our aspects that did did not make it into the light in their last incarnation into the light, crossing them over, sending them into the light, putting them in spirit hospitals so they can get help. And now, finally, when something comes up, I don't get that horrible cold feeling. I don't get that fight or flight type feeling like I'm going to die. Um, because that's what I'd get off and on when my way of life was threatened, when my apartment was threatened or whatever. It would bring that up, and it was really it was crappy. I'm so glad I'm healed of that now. Paul really helped with that, and then I did that to myself one last time when I was in the shower because the shower. really helps you when you're getting rid of something. And I'll give you that as a piece of advice if you decide to do this process on your own. And Angel Wings is on the stage. Hello, Angel Wings. How you doing?
I am.
How's it going?
It's slow and steady, but it's getting there.
Because basically, I'm doing better. I'm so glad. Um, if you guys are interested in more like that, if you need more um, more of that kind of thing, gosh, see, it froze, and I didn't see you sitting back there. Well, thank you, Pam. Yeah, I'm
Here.
pretty happy. Well, go right ahead, Angel Wings. What did you want to talk about?
Oh, I was just hopping up to agree with you and talk about things. And yeah, there's been like an increase in allergies getting real severe lately. And that's basically what I went through is I haven't gotten allergies so bad in such a long time, but it seems to be like an ongoing thing, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, allergies and stuff. They are, of course, doing a lot of spraying. And so there's a lot of crap in the air right now. And I think we're seeing kind of a battle right now and
Mm-hmm.
some flopping around like a dying fish and lashing out
Mm-hmm.
like a injured beast. But we're we're going to see the end of it. I think this year is the last year for a lot of crap that we've seen.
Yeah, there's definitely a hard disclosure coming. Even if it's just within the community, it's within the community, but it's happening.
Right. And I think it will be a civilian disclosure first. And then, of course, the official disclosure will come once they realize that they have absolutely nothing left to protect because we already know. Everybody
Yeah.
already knows. That's always been my
Well,
stance.
yeah.
They'll only tell us when they figure they've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, well, my guide seriously works hard this time, man. I tell you what a godsend this was. I just instinctively needed to get socks for my kid before taking her to her dad's. On the way there, I stopped at Walgreens, and I kid you not, there was buy one get one free, vitamin D3, vitamin C, and I bought everything because apparently that's something we're seriously going to need to fight through this portion of what's going on at the moment.
Hmm.
And
I'm
because
going
of
to
all,
try and get a hold of some Ivor,
yeah. Well,
begins
and
with
because of
Ivor,
the,
ends with Nectin,
oh, yeah, that's a good idea too.
just to make sure.
Oh, yes. And I even
Because,
bought this hydration multiplier electrolyte drink mix because just something to do with having to stay hydrated is getting more complicated. It's getting
yeah,
hard.
you know what? It is. My
Yeah.
plants are drying up like crazy. I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to
got,
grow plants. It's like I can't keep them watered.
yeah, all the plants I had in my window died, and I'm like sitting here going, "What the heck?" I was sitting there trying to keep them watered, and it's like they were drier than a bone, and just dried out. And I'm just, how the heck can they dry out when I'm watering them?
Dry out in a day. I
Yeah.
know. And my cat, he used to go through there. I have an auto waterer, and he used to go through that like every 3 days or something. Now he's going through it in a day.
Oh yeah, I've been having to give them twice as much water as I usually do.
Matter of fact, that reminds me, I got to refill it again. I'm going to have to get a bigger one
Oh
just
yeah,
to support them.
well, I had this automatic fountain thing, and I gotta clean it out. I got it all clogged up, and I gotta replace the filters, and maybe I'll find one that doesn't need so many filters or something.
I just have one of those. It's kind of like a hamster thing, but with a bowl on the bottom. It's like a great big hamster thing. You know,
Yeah.
those little things that, yeah. So I'm going to get a much bigger one first. Because, but he's resourceful. He'll just go drink fish water.
Yeah. See, mine's resourceful and will drink toilet water.
He'll go drink Perrier.
I'm just like, come on. I try to keep the toilet closed, but I want him to stay hydrated. But it's like, that's bad water. You would think it's terrible.
Yeah, well, it's moving water at least. I mean, it's fresh water, so I don't know.
Suppose it
Ah,
depends on how you do flush it and replenish the water a lot.
yeah. So, but they don't seem to mind it very much, do they? So, anyway, yeah, he drinks fish water. He's got a drinking problem. He'll drink the fish water, and then I have to give the fish more water. So
Yeah.
anyway, you have to keep the fish water too. Yes, their bowls are. Hey, that
Right.
is across the board, isn't it? If their bowls are also losing water faster, something is going on with the water. Really?
Yeah. Something else. I almost like something else is drinking it.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? Well, it could be because of the changes that are happening. It could
Yeah.
be a sign that, there are massive changes and,
Because
wow.
I know, like you and I actually have a lot of energy around us in our aura, so our energy is actually in the water. Maybe there's something craving that energy, and so there's other things floating around and using it.
Maybe it could be. We're frying, says Off the Hook. Reminds me to fill my water bottle, says Pam.
Yeah,
Uh,
because I bought packs and packs of this triple hydration to add to my water to hydrate faster than water alone. Yeah, it's got like three
hydrate.
times the electrolytes and a lot of vitamin B's,
Is
like
that like
B3, B5.
is that like chia seed or something?
Oh,
86?
no, it's like triple hydration electro drink mix stuff to add to your water.
Hmm. There was there's a beverage called Switchel that's a traditional beverage that's supposed to be kind of a natural Powerade, and it's made with lemon juice, a little bit of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, some honey, I think, maple syrup, and I forget. But there is a drink that they used to use to help them stay hydrated called Switchel. It's like a traditional drink. And it's very similar to my Sasquatch tea as far as I can uh, determine. So it could be that it is a version of Switchel. What I make is a version of Switchel. But
Well, yeah.
ginger, yeah, that's right, with ginger in it.
Oh
So
yeah,
ginger.
I add ginger and turmeric and cinnamon to my coffee.
Oh yes, and cinnamon. Yeah, ginger, turmeric, and cinnamon. Yeah, mhm. Yeah. Ginger is really good for you. Um, okay, so like maybe we need to make this stuff and drink it. I mean,
Yeah.
people in the olden days they had a good idea. They usually knew stuff. I mean, they have
Well,
stuff figured out,
well, of all
without
things,
chemicals.
yeah. Well, of all things, I've been connected to wanting to eat more aloe too to help keep hydrated. It helps keep you hydrated and like absorb water better, I think. but it's bitter as crap. I mix it in smoothies. Otherwise, it's by itself. It's kind of rough.
Yeah, it is. In fact, um, I try to make up batches like a large batch when I make something. I make a couple of bottles worth, a couple of I save bottles back from fruit juice, and I fill a couple bottles worth to make sure I have enough when I make it. And that seems to be helping a lot. Um, you gotta stay ahead of it, you know. You just gotta stay ahead of it.
Well, and
Lemonade is good for you, though, in the summer. It does help you cope with the heat. So drink lemon water, drink your lemonade.
well, I've resorted to try pineapple juice 'cause I'm allergic to citrus fruit.
Oh, pineapple
Yeah,
is by some considered citrus, but hey, you know what? If it doesn't bother you, it doesn't.
yeah,
I
that's the odd thing. Somehow it doesn't bother me, so maybe it's slightly different.
Well, see, now that's an interesting thing because I have trouble with oranges. Straight up temples, navels, whatever. I have trouble with them. But I have no trouble with mandarins. I don't
Hmm.
have any trouble with tangerines, lemons, any of
I
that.
almost,
Grapefruit, but oranges can't bother me.
huh? Yeah,
Or at
that was
least
my
it
thing.
does.
Oranges. Oranges started it all. I peeled an orange and I broke out in hives, and I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be drinking orange juice. Maybe that's why my tummy sucks.
My mom used to try and give me orange juice and it'd make sores on the corners of my mouth. And so I wouldn't
Ooh.
drink it. I'd get upset. I'm like, Mom, it's making sores on me. So
Well,
I'm not sure whether it's the orange or all of the crap they spray on it, though.
maybe, yeah, maybe it's all the oils and everything in the oils that actually bothers us.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't have the same problem with. I can eat halos all day. I don't have a problem. I can have lemons. I can have pineapple. Anything else, just not. I don't know though. I haven't tried it lately. I may be able to have. I I have healed my problem with solanaceae, with the lectin solanaceae. These are plant lectins. There are plant lectins, poisons, toxins in every plant. Okay, and meant to keep the plant protected from predators. So, because plants don't want to be any more than anybody else, right? They have their defenses. And so the lectins are those defenses. So some of us, we have a problem with those lectins, okay? Some of them. And it's funny because we'll have, most people I know, they have selective lectin uh, allergy, you know? So I think it comes from, and I'm not sure, but it seems to maybe be attached most of the food type allergies to leaky gut because leaky gut absolutely will give you a host of food allergies.
Yeah. I, I
If
just
you
straight I just straight up have celiac.
oh oh that's nasty.
Yeah, that sucks. I think that's contributed to me being the sensitive to the oranges. Like a connection there.
All of our stomachs have been very sensitive. John said earlier today, oh, Hook, if you have leaky gut, there's ways to heal that. It'll give you food allergies, and these food allergies will just keep expanding. It's the gift that keep giving. If you have leaky gut, you will have food allergies, and then you will have more food allergies. You might want to look into that. Yeah, okay. The oxalate have confused me, and now I'm going to be getting rid of my. but definitely changed what I should eat. Right. Yeah, I know. The oxalates, the food, same food that has high oxalate is also very nutritious. But what you can do is up your calcium intake. Calcium will combine with the oxalates and help get them out of you. Okay. That's what I'm doing. I know I have oxalates pouring out of me because I've stopped doing things with high oxalate. And then you have the dumping. So I am drinking a lot of milk to help the calcium escort that out
Hmm.
of my system. So I don't know however you do your calcium, but I'm recommending to people try that, okay, and see if that helps.
Like
Because
that.
when you go off the oxalates, they'll start dumping out of your system. Okay, what did you want to say, Angel Wings?
Oh, I was gonna say that could be explaining why, for some reason, they've really been pushing, trying to get me to eat a lot more dairy products, and maybe that's why. And I do work in the, a cheese factory, so I have options to all that stuff for free. So I've been just taking some of that home and eating more of it.
Yeah, some people, I mean, there's other ways to get it, but dairy products are a pretty good way if you can do it. If you can do dairy, then I would recommend, up your dairy or whatever way you get your calcium. That's safe for you is get more calcium somehow in order to balance out the oxalates. And then when it starts coming out of your um, bones and et cetera, organs and wherever it's been stored, uh, it'll it'll pass out of you a lot easier, supposedly. At least that's what I've my research shows. So we'll see. It seems to be helping me. So
Yeah,
uh,
I I had to turn around and take an iron supplement though. I bought that too because I forgot that in the process of all this purging and clearing, you still got to replace some of it. You can't get rid of all of it. And
mhm.
don't forget to
Yeah.
replace some of it that you need.
Oh, absolutely. Well, hormones in milk, though. Not if you get the kind that doesn't have them in there. I get milk from Aldi's. Fortunately, I can get a good deal on milk from Aldi's that doesn't have them. So, yeah.
Oh, that could be why I eat more stuff from here now too, is because we actually have a strict policy for our factory. They do not allow any antibiotics or any hormone stuff, any of that stuff at all
Ah,
in the milk.
see, that's probably it. Yes, you can get milk without all that crap.
Yeah, they
You
don't
can get
allow that
cheese
actually
without
at the
all that crap.
factory. Yeah, they test it and everything to make sure if it comes back with too much in it, they actually refuse it and don't take their milk.
Mhm. Yeah, they're doing that now. That is something that is happening. We have made that much of an impact. Now, really, pat yourselves on the back because between us all, saying no, I won't even buy regular milk. The milk I can get a pretty good deal on organic milk from Aldi's that has no hormones and blah blah blah. I can even get the kind sometimes, not always, but I can get the kind without the casein in it. What do they call it? It's got some letters attached to it, but it's a special type of milk that the cows never developed that. Um, and so you don't have the problem that you have with regular milk. Really, our milk has been tainted. I mean, but you can get it. It's not cheap, but it's worth it to me. I will do without something else in order to have something that won't kill me, you know, something that won't hurt me. I'll have a little less of it, or I'll go without some other goodie that and it's hard in a way because it is more expensive. However, thank goodness Aldi's is providing is it's in Germany. They don't have all this crap. And yeah, and Yolanda was saying in Poland they don't have all this crap. There are places where they don't have all this crap. And guess what? People are just naturally thin and more fit than we are.
Yeah,
It's yeah, it's all this crap in our food that's doing all this to us.
over processed garbage.
Yeah. Food like substances. So a lot of people go to a foreign country and lose a whole bunch of weight without even meaning to. They're eating the same thing. They go to Italy, they eat some real food. They're eating lasagna and whatever, and it's like they're not gaining a thing and even losing. And it's because we're not being poisoned. They're not being poisoned. And I'm sure that's what my swelling is. I'm sure I'm reacting to the toxins in food because it's very hard to get away from them all. I mean, the toxins in food and toxins in everything else.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that's a, oh
hmm?
I noticed too. Oh, I noticed too. There's like a serious like things going bad faster as well. There's like so much like not lasting as long as it should. There's like odd stuff going on. I don't know. It's like an increase of the frequency in general is like making it so things go bad faster. Maybe something like that.
Maybe. I will give you some more advice that goes against everything that people get told. If you get your fruit and vegetables, and immediately when you get it home, immediately wash it really good. And I mean, wash it first. What I do, there's several ways to do this, but what I do, the easy way is to kill whatever's on it. You know, I will dump, I will dunk it in hot water for about a minute to kill whatever. That's to sterilize it. Really hot water will kill a lot of things, and then plunge it into cold water, which will shock whatever's there and kill a lot of things too. So I'll put it in hot water, I'll put it in cold water, then I'll put some like vinegar in the water and let it soak a little bit. And do you know when you kill all of the mold and crap all over your food that it's accumulated, whatever it's accumulated, it doesn't go bad that fast. I've had grapes in there for weeks. I've had food in there for weeks that I've done that too. That it's fine, you know.
Yeah,
Still,
I think a lot of it is too. I got to go through my entire house and clean and remove all the bacteria, remove everything that's accumulated floating around in the house from all the everything accumulating over the winter being in here. And I opened up all the doors, air it all out, and I even got myself some new air purifiers as well.
yeah, let in the breeze. That
Definitely.
that was the old days. They said they would say allow the breeze in. The breeze, but it's Bridget, the goddess. Um, anyway, they give it to the cows. What the hormones? Yeah, but they're not allowed to. If it's organic milk, they can't do that. They're not allowed to do that. Well, it's not that they can't, but they're not allowed to.
And we do a lot
Um,
of organic.
yeah, a lot of organic. So if you can afford it, as much to the extent that I can afford it, I do the organic and the hormone free and all that. They now have in our Myers a hormone free chicken policy. They won't accept chicken with with hormones and RBT, whatever that is. That stuff. They won't allow it. Also, rinse your meat very well. Wash your meat. They spray. Here's the other thing, wash your cheese as well. They spray it with disinfectant if it's cut or grated.
Yeah,
Yikes.
that's crazy. Oh, I know. And while I'm at work, I try to use less of it. I try to make sure there's less of it. But then it's great. But at the same time, they don't use it on the organic stuff, thank goodness. But the other stuff, they spray sanitizer and everything. And it's like, dude, I don't want my food sitting in the sanitizer. It's one thing to spray it and then rinse it out, but they don't even rinse it out. They spray it down and let it sit in there and dry.
So you're saying you work in the place, so
Yeah.
you know this is a fact. They do spray down food with fucking sanitizer. That's no good. That'll give you leaky gut.
Oh, I know. It's the cottage cheese. The plain cottage cheese avoid. Don't eat that crap. Don't. They've sanitized the crap out of their containers so bad and they sanitize everything.
You know what? I am gonna quit. I am gonna quit. I didn't know that. Even cottage cheese. How about yogurt?
Yogurt isn't as bad. They don't use it's not quite as bad, but yeah, the cottage cheese, they've used so many chemicals to make the cottage cheese too. It's
I
a lot of
know that
oh
I know
sorry.
Greek yogurt is actually the byproduct of making Greek yogurt is toxic. It's very toxic, and they have to bury it in a hole. It's so toxic. So Greek yogurt, and you know what? I can't help but think that they made Greek yogurt so popular for a reason, just so that they'd be poisoning us even easier. You know, because if it's that toxic, you're telling me that these toxics are not also in the product at
Oh
all.
yeah. Well, and per, even when we do like big 400-gallon barrels of sour cream, we're spraying a preservative on the top. So it's like
Ooh,
loaded. Yeah, so it's like loaded all the time with stuff. That's probably what makes people actually lactose intolerant. It's probably all the chemicals they put to it because because milk spoils so fast and bacteria accumulate so fast. You got to realize it's probably loaded with chemicals so it doesn't do that to last longer.
mm-hmm, hmm. Oh my goodness. I am sure that it is true that most people are not allergic so much to the food as to the crap sprayed on the food. And
Mm. Yeah.
and that will give you leaky gut, which will make you also allergic to the food because the way that the leaky gut allergy theory goes, or actually it's not a theory, it's the way it works. The way that goes is if holes get in the lining, which is only a cell thick of your intestines, and
Mhm.
it will let in poop, basically, and whatever food you ate, which then if the poison is with the food and it blows a hole in it, it's going to let that particular food in
Mhm.
digested into your system, which is going to give you an allergy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably exactly what happening is
Mhm.
people are getting leaky gut from the crap that they're spraying and different stuff. And that is because of the food they're spraying it on is attached to that. And that's really what I think is going on in so many cases. I mean, so many things. Clean your meat too. They spray meat too. They spray meat and any cut pieces. And this is why I am very careful if I buy hamburger. Hamburger. I hear that they really spray the crap out of hamburger meat. Okay, unless you go to a farmer or something, um, or I don't know. I may have to go back to grinding my burger myself. That's what our that's That's what our
Well,
ancestors did, but
hmm. Well, like it's gotten to the point it's so bad in most Walmarts and most other basic stores that I don't buy meat from any place now except the meat locker if I have to. Otherwise, if I do get any meat, it's usually a specific supermarket that I know has pretty decent chicken with no antibiotics, no chemicals on it. I'm only getting the chicken because it's all I can afford because it's a little more spendy sometimes.
yeah. And they're trying to do us out of the chickens by spreading some kind of bird flu again. What kind of cheese is made backwards? Eat 'em. That's what Richard the Red said. It's a dad joke. See how popular would you be if you dressed up in an alien costume and said that? I don't know if you people have seen the aliens who tell dad jokes on the YouTube shorts yet, but they're pretty funny. They're three guys that have maybe some kind of filter, some maybe some kind of AI filter, and they're aliens, and they tell dad type jokes, and they sit there and laugh like a bunch of potheads, which they probably are as well. But you know how, yeah, yeah, or they're sitting in a deer blind, or something. But anyway, yeah, and it's dad jokes. It's like dad jokes are back in style, folks. So, yeah, Hook thinks I nailed it. Yeah, I think I did. I think that's what's really going on. Oh dear.
Well, I found like,
Scandal.
oh, sorry.
Well, there is no pork in a hamburger. Hamburgers are beef. Okay, I think Richard the Red just made another dad joke. Yeah, hamburgers are beef.
Hamburger. Well, I know 100% that Walmart adds water to their hamburger to make money out of it because I used to buy that cheaper hamburger, and that there is absolutely no way there's water in hamburger. When you're frying it, you can tell the difference, and it shrinks the meat up and makes it twice as small. You're getting
I
less meat.
know it turns into
How,
this little
how
tiny.
could they not? Yeah, how could they not say there's no water added to it when when you're cooking it and you see it there in the pan? You're like, the grease
It was
floats on water. Why is there water?
pink slime too.
Yep.
The pink slime problem. Yeah, that's a whole that's a whole rabbit hole there. Is uh people are getting tired of this, man. I mean, I'm getting tired. Like we talk about this all the time. I'm getting tired of getting poisoned every time you turn around.
Oh, I know.
It's ridiculous. It's like everything
Well,
is crazy.
yeah, I can 100% vouch the fact that I went organic one time to lose weight, and it only took me 2 months to lose 20 pounds just going organic.
Yeah, probably because it didn't clog everything up. I
Yeah.
know when I can go all organic, I lose weight too. When I can do it, right now I'm doing it just as well as I can. But I that's also I don't swell as much.
Hmm. Less chemicals.
You can't tell me it's not the chemicals that we've been.
Mm.
When all of this crap is gone, and it's going to be gone. I mean, group intention. You want a group intention? There's one right there. They
Yep.
stop poisoning us. That they are forced to stop poisoning us. That no more poisoning us. Okay, that's a group intention. I don't know how it's going to happen, but may it happen for the good of all. No more poison toxifying us. We've had enough. It, bowel cancer's on the rise. It's ridiculous. We shouldn't be having all this. We shouldn't be having all this. And they refuse to be honest about the cause of it all. And we know damn well that it's not what they say. We know damn well. Because what about these other countries that don't have all these toxins? They aren't on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's us,
Yep.
the countries that indulge in that crap. So, F you know, as far as people who are yada, yada, yada. It's like, no, I'm sorry, dude. You're full of shit.
Yeah.
You're
My
full of
kid
shit.
even
And it's gonna make our veins full of shit. And I don't like that. I don't cotton to that at all. Go right ahead, my dear.
Richard brought up the fact that the energy drinks have kids hooked on caffeine and sugar. I'm lucky my kid actually scolds me and tells me to stop drinking them. Occasionally I drink the Celsian ones for some of the vitamins in there, but I'm better off just taking a vitamin supplement if I really need that instead. But sometimes I do just for an occasional pick me up, but I shouldn't drink them at all either.
A beef burger is also beef, dear. Yeah, I agree. Energy drinks are known to be the absolute worst. Okay, energy
Yeah,
drinks
'cause
are straight out of hell. Okay.
yeah, they try to make you believe that they're good with all the vitamins in it, but there's hidden chemicals galore in them that I didn't think about.
Oh God, they're awful. They are absolutely awful on your system. That's been proven, and yet they are still being sold. So, do they care? All I can say is that they don't really care about us. Just what Michael Jackson said. All I have to
Yep.
say is that they don't really care about us. Well, they do care. I guess that's not entirely true. They do care that we're just well enough to pay huge amounts for the expensive medical procedures and stuff. But yeah, that is my intention. I'm imagining a world where they cut that off. They cut all that crap off. That's gone, where they can't do that anymore. Where it's no secret and they have to stop it because people just don't want to be poisoned anymore.
Yeah.
Your girls love water. Good, yeah, I do too. You know what? And I was like that as a kid, but my mother did not raise me with a lot of soda. Grandma would not, she advised against it. She said, and especially not Coca Cola. She said cola drinks are really bad, especially Coca Cola. She went to the Coca Cola factory where she saw these big steel drums etched by Coca Cola. And she said, I ain't gonna let any of my kids have that. And I better not come to your house and see Coca Cola lying around. And I better not let me see, don't let me see you giving that to my grandkids. Well, heck, if that's the case, the reason that Coca Cola tastes so special is because it tastes like steel. It's actually this, the added a little extra ingredient is steel.
Wow.
Oh, gee, it just tastes so different. Yeah, it's the steel that you're getting in with that it's gotten off of the side of it. Geez, I
Well,
mean,
the strange part about that though, it kind of connects Coke to what was it? I forget what it's called, but it was like a time actually timeline jumping or the going back in time. And but when you got out of the machine, it was so disoriented and disruptive. Something in the Coke would like stabilize you out. It's so funny. Maybe it's just a super high concentration of the sugar or something. I don't know, or some type of chemical in it that stabilizes you a little bit from it. But that's crazy too.
oh yeah, what there was something like that you needed a Coke to stabilize. Yeah,
That the
yeah.
day after tomorrow, I think it was.
Was it that or was it Men in Black? Something like that.
Something like that. Either that, the day after tomorrow, or that one. Some
Yeah,
futuristic show. It
yeah.
does. I do on a rare occasion do drink Coke for that reason though, which it actually does work. But that only
There's
for that purpose. I don't drink it normally anymore. I used to a lot, but I don't anymore. My mom actually got a severe intestinal problems from drinking it. She had to completely stop her. She was going to need surgery.
this does not surprise me. I think Grandma was right. Grandma was right about a lot of things. She had cast iron pans, and then when she got older, and my Aunt Martha got rid of her cast iron pans and got the other ones in, the non-sticks and all that crap that wear through and all that. That's when she got cancer finally. She got cancer and she died of it after she gave up her iron pans. Up until that point, she was a world traveler. She
Wow.
traveled all over the world, my grandma, into her 70s, and then she got it into her 80s, and I think that's how it went. And she decided to let Martha do the cooking and stuff, and Martha didn't. And Martha switched it out, and that's
Oh,
when she got
something to do
cancer.
with the cast iron then was probably actually good for you.
Well, cast iron is 100% natural nonstick. Once
Yeah.
you get it properly seasoned, nothing will stick to it that you can't get off. And you can use they actually used something that looks like chainmail to get to clean cast iron pans in medieval times. They
Wow.
would actually use it because you can actually use steel wool lightly on a pan and not you'll take off the seasoning, but you can reseason the pan. And what you're cooking on is layers and layers of biopolymer, which is better than any polymer that we've come up with made with oil, made with
Yeah.
crude oil. I mean, nature comes up with the absolute best biopolymer. And that is what you're cooking on is many layers of biopolymer. So the more you cook with your pan, the better it gets and more nonstick it gets. And she had those pans. I even wrote a song about it. The song goes, let's see. Let me see if I can remember it. Back in olden days, children caught a lot of things. Then they would get better and go out to play on swings. And if you ate a piece of dirt, my grandma said it wouldn't hurt. It might just make you stronger, maybe live a little longer. But no one dared to argue 'cause she brandished iron pans. She brandished iron pans. I once swallowed a marble when I was just a lass. My mother was in panic. Grandma said, "This too shall pass." Sure enough, I lived to sing a lot of silly songs. She lived a good long time herself. I guess she wasn't wrong, but I wouldn't dare to argue 'cause she brandished iron pans. She brandished iron pans.
That's
Grandma,
good.
that was for you. There were more verses when I'd get drunk. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's a
Well,
sample.
the only other pan that came close to even being remotely better is what do you call those? Ceramic. Ceramic ones are at least not as bad. You're at least not gonna get Teflon in your food.
Yeah, not getting petrochemicals and microplastics. And not only is that toxic, but also aluminum pans is what they put it on. Aluminum pans are not good. Aluminum is flammable, actually. And you get it hot enough, it will catch fire.
Nope.
And
I've
iron
burnt my
pans will
pants.
never catch fire. So,
I could vouch for that, leaving my aluminum pan on the stove too long.
Hmm. Yeah, if you leave an iron pan on the stove, it can have some bad things happen, but it will not catch fire. It can practically become molten slag and not catch fire. Okay?
Yep.
And then the thing that bonds the petropolymer to the toxic aluminum pan, that stuff is also toxic. So it's toxic, toxic, and toxic. Check, check, check. Everything about those pans is just toxic as hell.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
would
into.
not have one in my house anymore. I will not.
Yeah, I'm looking to find a silicone. I don't even know if silicone is safe. I don't know what a silicone liner or just simply a whole brand new rice cooker, maybe.
I'm not sure. I know I'm really liking my air fryer because really things get hot without touching very much. Without actually contacting like I can make French fries without really good French fries without hot oil and all that. But I would say the next best thing is stainless steel. It's much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they made it. You can do the same thing with stainless steel. You can build up a biopolymer on it, surface on it. So it would be similar, but lighter. So I would say go for stainless steel. I have had some iron pans with ceramic coating. Um, Ceramic coating will wear off with wear usually. So I don't know how great that is. I think I'd go for stainless steel or I'd go for iron. Want it and nothing else. Or if you want to try cooking in like the Vision rig, the glass, they do have glass corning, but you don't want that to get too hot. It will kill it. If you're the kind of person that accidentally leaves your pan on fire, you'll kill it. So I cannot recommend that. A pottery of some sort might be okay as long as it's sealed some way, because whatever might be in the pottery can leach into your food. Um, yeah, I'd say my top picks would be iron and stainless steel and possibly glass. And clay, if it's from a clean source, would be okay. Any of those. But definitely, definitely not the petropolymer. No. Um, you're taking your life in your hands. We didn't know. You know what? As kids, we didn't know. We were
Right?
so trusting. We'd get some of that freaking Teflon, because we were trying to cook. I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. And some of the Teflon would get in the food, and we wouldn't think anything of it. We'd be eating it anyway. How ridiculous, right?
Mhm. Right.
I
Hey,
mean,
some of the babies want to say hello. Look at them all. They're out. Whole bunch of them are in the dream catcher. Look at them all go. They're hanging out in my dream catcher, making it move all over because I'm talking about them. They're all excited.
oh, Scotty.
Hey,
Hey,
Scotty.
Scotty made it in. It's
We got
about
some.
time. Where have you been? Do I have to spank you? No, he's looking for that. Uh, you should have been here earlier because me and Angel were comparing how big our boobs are.
Yeah.
I'm totally lying. I just want to make him pissed off that he wasn't here.
You
Yeah,
missed it.
we were going. Hey, I think mine are bigger than yours. And she said, I don't know. Let's get out the calipers. Yeah, well, let's get out the calipers and see.
No, I
Who's
my jammies say love wins.
Cool.
All colors.
That's really cool. I like that. I like that top. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got this fancy necklace. I got it's really neat.
Mark is
I'm
right
trying to.
there.
I have no idea. It's so interesting though.
Hmm. Yeah. I so we're all in agreement that we're one of our group intentions. You know what? I have made things show up, and you can do this with your intentions. I've made things show up at the store that didn't exist before. Absolutely. I've done it. I've done it. I have made things show up, and actually, at one point, all I could eat was white pizza. I couldn't because of the lectins in the tomato sauce. And you got to realize that for years, uh, when I was a karaoke queen, they would refer to me as Ocean Janis Joplin. Okay. So I said, okay, I'm going to intend. I need some pizza that I can have that is not going to have red sauce. And I go into Aldi's. Paul was with me. Now, my favorite color is purple. I should tell you that too. So I walk into Aldi's with Paul and I look and I'm like, what? And there, in a purple heart shaped box, I am so not kidding you. I kept the box, is a box. Pizza My Heart. Heart shaped pizza in a purple box. Named after the Janis Joplin song, Pizza My Heart. Piece of My Heart.
Wow.
And I'm like, Paul, do you think that they heard me? And he said, I think they heard you.
Well, yeah, because that's strange. That's very strange because I would have never thought that to see that.
Oh, that is weird shit, man. But I've done that. I've done it, man. You can do it too. Now,
Yeah.
listen, Paul took a long, for a long time, both of us, and had other people talk about this too. You'll get a taste for something and you'll just eat that and eat that and eat that, and then it just shuts off. Have you ever had that? Where you want that, want that, want that, and then it's over. You don't want it anymore. Paul had a longing for sucker punch pickles. He tried sucker punch pickles because they were so interesting looking, label, and name, good marketing. And he tried them and he just loved them. And so for a couple or 3 months, he just had to have sucker punch pickles whenever we saw. So I said, okay, we got all, he takes me to Aldi's shopping. I said, maybe it'd be easier if they just have them in Aldi's. Then, we don't have to go to a separate store to get your sucker punch pickles for you. Don't you know? They showed up at Aldi's, sucker punch pickles. And then shortly after that, it just shut off. He didn't need sucker punch pickles anymore.
Oh,
Now he
wow.
resorts to just Vlasic. So, yeah, I've done that over and over and over and over. And usually, and Paul has to laugh, he says, they even mark it in purple for you.
Yeah, like,
You
yeah.
know,
See, I've done something kind of similar now that I think about it. I used to go into Aldi's and just say, man, I really wish they would get more gluten-free food so I wouldn't have to shop anywhere else. And sure enough, they did start getting more gluten-free items. Like a lot.
absolutely. Me too. Me too. Oh, we all got we got the best mangoes. But yeah, Mango. I keep thinking of the Saturday Night Live character Mango. If anybody remembers.
Oh.
Um, but yeah, it's weird, isn't it? And it's somewhere. Aldi's is where I always go, so it's like, yeah, that would be where I would see it too, for sure. Would be Aldi's. Yeah, it's weird. Is Aldi's some kind of magic place
I
where we can make
wonder.
stuff show up? Because I mean, I wanted organic milk I could afford. They have it at
Yeah.
Aldi's.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back to Aldi's because I stopped going because it was too far away. But funny to that, it was too far away from my new place I moved. But now there's a new place, I kid you not, closer.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, just intend these things, folks. I mean, say, hey, by the way, in this reality, can we please have uh I'm going to get whatever. You know what? One time, and this was ages ago when I was still with Bob. So that was a long time ago. And I said, I'll know that my magic is working again, really working, when chocolate becomes a health food. And not just, and I don't mean just, oh, yeah, it's not bad for you. I mean an actual health food that they tout like a health food. And it happened. It was cacao chocolate, but it did become a health food. And I said, yeah, the mojo is working. So I have been creating things ever since. I've been putting out intentions and creating things ever since. If we do it right, we can probably, yeah, you know what? Why don't we just do it, guys? Why don't we just intend that some massive thing happens that they cannot, and it's positive. It's not a negative thing, not a horrible thing, but they have to. Oh, there's the baby. Hello, baby.
he's a
Hello,
sissy.
purr. Hello, purr box. Purr, purr. Aw, baby.
he's he's so assisting right now, and he's just there's energy coming in, so he's right here with it.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. So let's just put it out there. They gotta stop poisoning us. Something comes up. I mean, things are changing right now, right? Now we're in a time of change. Let's put it in our order in. They stop poisoning us. They have to.
Yep.
Absolutely mandatory that they stop poisoning us now. And gradually all this crap stops. Okay? Or maybe quickly all this crap stops. I would say with a quickness.
Or I'd
And I
say
think we can do it.
yeah, or I'd say the increase of frequency we have will process through it faster and easier, even.
Yeah, and whatever is left will process through it with an increase of frequency. Although it
Yep.
seems to be the other way around. The more my frequency rises, the more I cannot stand certain things.
Yep.
But if we decide collectively, us, we have some very strong intenders in this group that they have got to quit poisoning us. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm putting it out there. Hey, angels, guides, and we have many, many. We have many, many, many. I know it's a big thing for the good of all, for the highest good, to the fullest extent possible. We know it may not be, there may be cases where it's not even possible right now. But to the fullest extent possible, fix it so they must, and for the good of all, fix it so they must quit poisoning us. They have to quit poisoning us. They quit poisoning in all of the ways that they do, intoxifying us. I'm demanding it. I believe we can do this. Just like we can do the weather, folks. We don't have to be at the mercy of the weather. La Nina and El Nino. Everybody loves El Nino, but they're kind of mean to La Nina. She's angry. The twins, they're weather fronts. They have personalities. I know this sounds crazy. You can talk to the weather fronts. You can actually send them love, and they'll actually be nice. You don't have to live through four tornadoes and this monsoon or whatever. You don't have to. Um, please ask for what you need. There are guides standing around and angels standing around just waiting for something to do. So, don't let them be idle. Okay. What? Mary's bust is now huge? What did Mary do? Mary's bust is huge. It's what it says here. Did I miss something? Fruit and vegetable stand by the gas stations and heard all kinds of things. Ooh, there you go. Like nice tomatoes. Okay. Oh, you guys are something else. Lewis is in. Hey, Lewis. Karen Lynn is in. Hey, Karen. How you doing? We're having a click-in show. Let me put the link out if anybody else wants to come in. Let me do
Scotty
that.
better come up. Scotty better come up here.
You're gonna get your ass up here, boy. Get your ass up here. Well, actually, I'd rather have the other parts, not the ass. The ass is kind of could get me in trouble. Don't put your ass in here. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay. Put your other parts. Okay, like your face or whatever. Maybe your arm at least. Okay. So, you know, just not anything that's going to get me in trouble. Hmm.
I was just gonna say, wait, that means Scotty would have to put pants on.
Yeah, you'd have to put some clothes on, probably. It could be. But you're a man, so really, if you only show us from your neck up, it'd be okay.
I was gonna
Aloha.
say, no one would notice unless show them. Don't show nobody.
Place my mic shock mount band before clicking. Oh, okay. Well, you do whatever you want, Lewis. Whatever you need to do. But there's the link, and you can click in. It's a click-in show. We're just talking like friends about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
And,
Okay.
and my cat decided to steal my face. He's like, I'm in camera this time.
Yeah. Mine is fast asleep or slow asleep. Are you fast or slow asleep? When you say fast asleep, what the hell does that mean?
Yep.
Anyway.
Anytime the babies surround me, or anytime too many dragons get close, that's when he thinks he's got to hone into and protect me.
Hmm.
He's like, nope, I'm part of this too. Move over.
That's right.
The big baby. He takes his job very seriously, as you can see. Oh.
So does mine. Look at the serious look on his face right there. Look at how serious he is.
It's the kitties. Look at that.
It's our furry overlords,
Oh,
the
now
men
he's
in
rolling.
belly robes.
Now they're both at the same time rolling over for the bellies. Oh my goodness.
All I have to say is belly rub, and he's like flops right over, like, sure, give me that. Give
They're
me
in
that
sync
belly
with each
rub
other.
action.
Well,
What?
they're in sync with each other.
There, show me the meaning of being lonely. Okay, anyway, whatever, we're in sync. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Okay, we'll be cute for views, sure. And treats. Cute, adorable for treats. Yeah, we can do that. I can be adorable, Mom. Look at that white belly. Look at how white that belly is and fluffy, like a big old Manxmello.
Sending each other messages, I bet.
Manxmello. He's almost like a cartoon kitty, isn't he? Got kind of stubby legs and he's kind of round, but
Mine's
he's
being a
so
ham.
cute.
But look at he looks like a panther.
You know what black cats often do? I had black cat. All of my black cats were like mini panthers or something.
Yes, you
And
see, he's
they'd
just got a
snarl with
really
it,
big
you know?
forehead, like panther face.
Yeah, they'd do the shoulder rolling stalking action. And then they'd look like panthers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that
So,
big giant nose in front, or the way it makes it look so wide.
mm. Hey, pretty. Purr. Yeah, mine's all flopped over. He's going to demand belly rubs now the whole show.
Yep,
He's like,
but he's attached to me. Yeah, he's
"Yeah,
hanging on to
we're
me.
both rubbing our pussies."
Yep, see, he's hanging on. I can't go nowhere.
Yeah. I'm
I'm stuck.
talking about the cat. Oh, that can be bad too. That sounded wrong. Sounded so wrong, but felt so right. Dolly says she's naked. Okay. Ooh, she's chatting naked.
Uh-oh. Watch out.
Oh no. Ooh, Dolly's chatting in the chat room naked. You guys better look out. You got wild women on your hands now. Let's keep it PG. Oh, that's funny. This is too much. Mark says he's beginning to sweat now. Ooh.
It's hot,
It's
not me.
hot. It really is hot out, though, really. The club doll.
Well, I must be lucky. For once, it's actually very cool. It was hot yesterday.
Yeah, it's actually, I put on the air condition, so it's going to be a little cooler now. But then again, it's
Yeah,
so cool because, go ahead.
I'm getting my stuff all cleared up so I can put my AC in sometime tomorrow or the next day.
Ah, good. Yeah, I the whole thing about this, I think, yeah, La Nina. Um, I hugged her. The weather system. She was. I had a feeling. It was one of those things I just had a feeling to do. El Nino. Everybody loves him, but they're called Los Niños, the twins. She's the one that supposedly is obstinate and she does the opposite of whatever he does and people don't like her. And you know what? I hugged her and I said, honey, you're just as loved by me as El Nino. You're um I'm going to welcome you. And um do you think that you could be a nice girl? And really, we haven't had it as hot here as some people. It's been hot, but not as hot as some places. So, really, you can actually interact with. It sounds crazy. Give it a try. What do you got to lose? You don't have to tell anybody you're doing it. It's just because I happen to be one of those people that I don't really freaking care what you think. You know, if you don't like it, there's other channels. So you just click on. But if you want to actually learn something, like yes, you can change the weather by talking to the weather. It is interactive. This whole place is interactive, folks. You got to realize that the whole place is interactive. And when you go beyond the being just a player, there's non-player characters, right? We know what those are. Then there's player characters. That's most people. But then there's people who know that they're playing a game. Okay. But beyond that, there's designers. Okay. They're programmers of the game. That's where you want to go. Okay. Then it starts to get interesting and fun. Be a designer, be a programmer of the game. Then you start to get things like purple boxes of Pizza My Heart pizzas and stuff like that. You see, that's what's going on there. You make the Matrix fall in love with you, you know? So, anyway, go on, Angel Wings.
I was just listening to you still go on about it all. I was listening. I
Mm.
was chuckling at my cat, and then I was laughing at how I just realized I probably gave her a few leg shots of my bare legs because
Ooh.
trying to film the cat, and I spaced out. Well, because I'll put the chat on, and then I can't see what I'm filming when the chat's in the way. I'm like, whoops.
Oh, you made some ice cream.
Ooh.
Yum. Ooh, ice cream. It sounds so good. Jason texted me before the show. And of course, this is the way he does. It's just before the show. And he's like, hey, uh, there's three, they're having a sale at Giant Eagle today only. Three Edie's ice creams for $5. And I'm like, I'm all out of money. I'm out of everything. He says, but you need some ice cream. It's like, well, but, and then he says, I say, well, I said, I'm going to be streaming tonight. So, I'm going to be kind of busy tonight. And he's like, well, you want to go he was going to take me, he wanted me to go gambling with him after the show. And I'm like, what? He says, oh, we open 24 hours. I said, I have no money. How am I going to gamble? But I mean, this is the way he is, it's like, this is the kind of way. It's like, yes, I'd love to go out and do something with you, but it's stuff. It's so random, It's like so totally random. He's an Aquarius, very
Oh,
much an
yeah.
Aquarius. Random. It's so random. It's like random and spur of the moment. Oh yeah, well, you want to go out to and gamble afterward? I'll probably be asleep afterwards, if you would have told me earlier today, maybe, but tomorrow we might. But then again, he's an Aquarius, so nobody knows if this is going to actually happen. But supposedly we have a chance of cooking up these pork ribs that I have. I have a slab as long as my arm. And cooking up those pork ribs, grilling them outside. So hopefully that will happen. So, but he says he's going to Aurora Farms with his friend at some point tomorrow. So, Lord only knows what'll happen. If he's going out somewhere, then he could get distracted and in a very, in a very, very Aquarius way, and who knows if I'm or not even. But yeah, his this is being Jason's friend, and that's just what you got to do. I try to take my friends pretty much as they are, you know.
Hmm. Yep.
Um,
See, I would have just been like, "Yep. Well, if you just be," I'm always honest. I always say, "Well, just so you know, I have no money. If you're buying, I'm going. But otherwise, I'm letting you know I'm broke."
that's what I said. I said I'm broke, honey. You know.
I'd
So
love to go out and have fun, but if I don't have anything, well, you'll have to wait till I got money.
yeah, he says, "Well, I'll loan you $20," and it's like, well, I know these places. $20 is not going to go very far. But he's a very nice guy. But you never know what's going. Um,
Get your booty up here.
yeah, Woo, get up here, Woo.
Ooh, I want to hear. I want to talk to Derek.
Yeah, get your ass in here, Derek.
Well, I had a really strange dream though. It was really weird. I wish I could
Mhm.
remember the gist of it. Cause it started off with like I don't know. It was like something was trying to comfort me and help me sleep, but it was like I was cuddling with some random person I don't quite remember. It's like I knew
Mhm.
him from somewhere, but I couldn't remember. But then out of nowhere, maybe it was a trickster, and then something was helping me. I don't know what it was. It wasn't too bad though. It wasn't like really terrible. But then I had someone on the phone call me, and I'm like, "What the heck?" I said, "Hello." I mean, this is in my dream, like really vivid, really lucid. And I'm like,
I had a
"Hello."
telephone in my dreams too, a telephone call.
Yeah, I had hello, hello, and
Oh,
so, for
Chloe,
some.
the Countess is in. Hello, Countess. The Countess is in. Go ahead.
And I was gonna, and they said, "I love you," and I'm just like, "What the heck?" And but then at the same time, I said, "I already know you do. What took so long? You didn't have to wait forever." And then I woke up. Well, no, I didn't wake up. It switched to a different dream. I was like on some kind of conveyor system. It was weird. It was like a conveyor belt, something coming up, and I was inspecting weird things. And then I woke up. I'm like, oh, strange.
Yeah, what's this with phone calls and dreams now? Is this how our guides are getting in touch with us or something?
I think so. I think that's how they're getting past some of the systems. They're getting past
Maybe.
security or past something.
Because I had a phone call too that was telling me it was like, but it was weird. It wasn't even my phone call. Wasn't for me. It was like, unless like I spoke of this on the show. I got a phone call in my dream. Hello, this is your grandfather. He had a little bit of an accent. This is your grandfather. Your parents are telling me you're going to come up in a couple of weeks. And I said, well, nobody told me. And besides, wait a minute, it's like, no, I don't know anything about this. This is nothing I know anything. Nobody, if you're asking me a question about it, I have no idea. And the dream had shut off. Well, I had this more than once, but the last dream was where I finally got around to the part where I said, but here's the thing, my grandmother or my grandfather and my parents are all deceased. And that's how I woke myself up. I woke up and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's right. They're all deceased. I just got a call from, I never knew either of my grandfathers, but they're all dead. What does that mean? You're going to come up and see us in a couple of weeks? Something like that. And I'm like, but then I found out that Ilana was leaving for in a couple of weeks or something like that. So I thought maybe it was really Ilana's dream, but if something happens, I don't think I'm going to die though. I don't feel like I'm going to die or anything. I feel like it's something else going on. But yeah, is that weird? And I don't get phone calls in my dreams.
Yeah, I don't either. I even had that once rare dream where I never ever have my phone in my dreams, period. And yeah, same goes with a phone call. But this was a while ago though. But I remember I was recording it on my phone, this storm, a storm coming. And I laughed at it and I said, just get here already. And then I got in my car.
Oh,
Crazy.
wow. Yeah, you know what? I would do this, probably do the same thing as, oh, is the storm? Yeah, that sounds like me.
Yeah,
Because some people are like, oh, a storm is coming. And I'm like, oh, really? Is it going to be thunder? Is it going to be like electrical so I can see all the pretty lightning flashes? And they're thinking, like, you crazy woman. Yeah. Well, it's true, though. I like it. I have a video to see, too. See, can I drop it? It's insane. Yes. Go right ahead, dear.
mm,
Yes. Wait a minute. $20, yeah, ain't anything at a casino. It's nothing. Go ahead
yeah.
and drop that link.
Apparently I always stood up and laughed at it when a storm's coming. I think it's funny. Even not in my dream, I always find it comical. I like storms.
Yeah, I
Storms are
do
fun.
too. Oh, ooh, and the affection is gone. Wait, I'm happy. Woo, woo is feeling better. Oh, that's good. That's such good news. You get the disconnected sound in your dream calls. The number you're
Huh.
trying. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
that's weird.
Yeah,
Someone disconnected you. You gotta reconnect. It sounds like maybe you have to reconnect then.
yeah. Okay, so I gotta catch up here on chat.
Yeah, a bad connection was connected so it wouldn't go through, so you have to reconnect to a different connection. Find an alternate,
No,
like alternate
it's
frequency
calibrated
connection or something.
motion. Wow. Oh yeah, Scotty loves storm. I love storms. It feels
Ooh.
good. Well, storms are for cleaning, so actually they're taking negative energy out. That's probably why we love them.
Mm-hmm.
You sometimes use a spirit box in your dreams. Oh, there you go, Liz.
That's an
That's
interesting
kind of
one.
cool.
Well,
Frequency works. Yeah.
if I turn all my lights off in my house, and if I turn the camera on, if the light automatically turns on for the camera, though I don't know if it works on StreamYard, but I might be able to catch all the orbs floating around my house and give you guys a show.
I would love that. Yeah, I think we would love to see the orbs floating around your house.
Because I just got recent really good pictures of them. My cat actually stirred them up. It's like they were all hanging out on my bed, all hanging out on top of me, like just chilling. All the orbs were visiting with me, and then he sat down and they all took off. It's like he's the orb clearer. And then when he did that, they all flew around my place.
Well, he probably chases them and stuff. I mean, I really, I haven't seen very many orbs. I don't know why. I just haven't seen very many. It'd be kind of nice to see some, I think. Maybe you guys will show up and float around a little bit. You know, but I have my place so heavily gridded. Maybe that's why my place is pretty heavily gridded. There ain't much can get in here. But if they're friendlies, they should be able to visit because my friendlies can visit. Um, oh, yeah, you know what? That's another wonderful thing. If you don't take pharmaceuticals on a regular basis, but only when you really, really need them, they work better. Yeah,
Yep,
yep,
but I don't.
exactly.
I've graduated from that though. The most I take for anything, I use crystals on stuff like that. Well, and then occasionally I use the vitamins because I've been eating less and less, and therefore I'll make soups to get extra vitamins sometimes.
Me too. I haven't really been eating that much. I really haven't. A lot of us have been saying we haven't been eating like usual. Nothing like usual. Yeah. I think, yeah, we're going through something that is just doing that naturally. We're going to be just eating less naturally. It's going to take less food. Maybe for our higher frequency bodies, our lighter bodies, we eat lighter. I don't know. You tell me. But I hear it from a lot of people. I'm hardly eating. I mean, the last few times Jolana came over, there's hardly any dishes in the sink or anything, and she's like, "There, have you been eating?" It's like, sorta. You know, I'll get up and make sure I have my eggs in the morning at some point, eggs and sausage or bacon or something. But the rest of the day, maybe not too much, really. Maybe just some sardines and crackers, or maybe a chicken sandwich. That's it. Nothing really heavy. So yeah, and I my not only that, but my stomach's been wanting to clear out. I mean, I've been going a lot. It's been wanting to all clear out. So I think we're going through. That's part of the changes we're going through.
I wonder.
It's clearing us out and making us lighter. So, which is great. We'll all look cuter. That's another thing is we're all going to look better when the process is done. We're going to look. Supposedly, that's one of the things is we're all going to look. The Pleiadians. The reason the Pleiadians look so good as you raise your energy, you'll look better. So I know when I feel crappy, I don't look so good either. I look
Hmm.
much older. I proved it to myself the other day. I went on and oh my God, I look like I was 20 years older. And today I think I look pretty good. But it's just when I'm stressed out, I lose my hair, have all kinds of bad effects. My guts are in a knot, that kind of thing happens. Um, and of course, you're not going to look good because you feel crummy. So but yeah, I have a feeling when I'm looking better, that's when or rather when I'm feeling better, I'm going to look a lot better too. Like I said, I have finally gotten rid of the ice water and the horrible, like, um, adrenaline feeling in my stomach. It's not happening anymore, and I'm so thankful that that is gone now. So I am healing things. I'm clearing things like really, going down the list and clearing. And that was, I am told, that was a core wound.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
and
and it was happening every time my housing was, my housing, my way of life, every time there was a threat to it. And I thought about it and I had all these dreams where I was abandoned, I was on my own, I was lost, whatever. If you're and I had that feeling, um, here's the thing. If we came from Lyra was destroyed. We had to leave at a moment's notice. Just boom, our place was blown to bits, our place was destroyed. I think that would leave a core wound, don't you?
hmm
Your home is destroyed in a moment's notice. You have to leave immediately, with or without everybody. Whoever you can gather at a moment's notice, whoever and whatever. So, that can't have been a good time. And I'm sure a lot of us were caught up in that. I'm sure a lot of us have that in our soul memories somewhere. What happened to us during those times, during these other lives? Because honestly, many of us are, I'm sure that most of us here are very old. We've been around a long time. I don't think we're a bunch of new guys. Oh, when your grip weakened, your hands got super cold at the your grip weakened. Oh, oh, you have dreams about performing exorcisms on alleged overtaken young girls. Wow, Lewis has got exorcism fantasies. Wow. Oh, you guys are wild. You guys are something else. Look at you.
Well, I'm not sure if you'll catch any orbs at all because I can't seem to get the actual flash part that like shines brighter so you can see them. So I'm not sure if the will be lit up enough to see them. It has to be a certain type of reflective light to catch them
Oh, well,
because they're
see
real
what we
faint.
can.
So you know what I mean? Like if the flashlight on my phone was on, it would shine better. But for some reason, StreamYard doesn't allow you to have the flash on your phone on.
That's funny. Those are the same doors that I have in my apartment.
Really?
Same exact doors.
Yeah, and that's a closet back there.
That's my closet doors. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like my closet.
Well, the balloon up there occasionally will move by itself though, because some of the little dragons like to play in it.
Hmm. Yeah, my closet is open doors because cowboy. Yeah, well, if you didn't know, he came out of the closet a long time ago. He likes to play in there.
Yeah, it depends on how
Well, he likes ladies, though.
they're kind of taking it chill in the balloon at the moment though. But they used to have that balloon like going all over my room. I think they were trying to warn me all the time when something was here.
Yeah, I think they. You know what? Oh, Ken is in. Ken, get your Rotman ass in here.
Well,
What's
I gotta.
up? Let me put the invite out again. We're having a clicky in show. Anybody can click in. I don't care. Well, if you're subbed. If you're not a sub, you don't get in. Have a past with addiction. Yeah, a lot of them do. That's true. A
Well, it's
lot of
because
people.
I honestly think that's not necessarily a negative thing. I think it's how the dark preys on the light and tries to keep them in the dark.
Yeah, I think that's probably true too.
They see,
Is
they go, yeah, they're forced to go through so much trauma trying to heal it, but then the addictions get them stuck.
yeah, I think that's really a lot of it too. Yeah, and uh, exactly. In fact, because yeah, even David was hooked on cocaine and had to beat it, and it seems like we've all got to beat it. I have known a lot of people who are they're smart. They're they have phenomena happen to them. I have known a lot of addicts actually. There are a lot of addicts in Kent.
Hmm.
They're not necessarily bad. They're some of what they're going through is just so grueling and horrible. I mean, one of them said, "How?" Because I didn't get hooked on anything really. I mean, pot sometimes, to smooth it out a little bit. But pot is not really that addictive, really. It's mostly psychological. But, and they said, how did you get through it? It's so grueling without anything. And it's like, I'm a really, I'm a badass, stubborn bitch.
Yeah,
I
I
am.
never, I never really got addicted to much of anything really. I was always able to like just get past it. Well, even weed I did try, but I know it made me bitchy and it wasn't fun anymore. Too many chemicals they put in it, too much garbage they put in it. It's just wasn't for me because I reacted to everything in it and it was always bad. So I quit doing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for one thing, the drug habit is expensive. So, you know, was
Well,
never
yeah,
something we wanted to invest in.
yeah, it got too expensive. You're right there. That's probably why I didn't do it either. I never had a whole lot of money. I've always just barely survived and just barely made it. And people's like, "Aren't you tired of just barely making it?" I said, "No, I just barely make it on purpose because I don't need to buy a ton of stuff. Because look it, I finally make more money than I normally do. And what do? I bought stupid jewelry, but not.
Stupid
I
shit.
went through.
Well,
So it's like, yeah, there's a reason I cap off my funds.
it's honestly, I was never one who really wanted lots and lots and lots of money when I was young. I didn't care that much. I just wanted enough to be comfortable.
Yep.
That's all I was really interested in.
I got to the point where honestly, if I ever won $1 million or if I ever won anything, and honestly, I wouldn't want to because then you'd have I have enough following me all the time. I don't need more. It's like I would give it all away. I would have just enough to sustain myself and fix whatever I needed to or buy whatever I needed to at the moment and then give it all away. I wouldn't keep hardly any of it.
I would have a lot of investments and then I would do a lot of good with it. I have a lot of projects I could start with that money. That'd be the reason. I'd, I'd make it easy for me and easy for everybody else too. I want to start my community. I want my community.
Well,
I
there
want
we
to
go.
live around people that I can stand.
Start
I
a
want to live
community.
around them. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I've been talking about it for years.
Fix up
Yeah.
abandoned houses or find a bunch of buildings, buy, fix up, and start a community.
Nope. It's going to be like an Earth ship. It's going to be sustainable.
Oh yeah, that
It's
too.
going to be off grid, sustainable. I want to just be off grid and sustainable. I know that's a dream. A lot of hippies have. No, I don't want a commune. We can all do our thing. But I do like Michael Tellinger's idea of contributionism. Contributionism is good. If we had something that you only, what say you only had to work 4 hours a week or something in order to have everything, how hard would that be, right?
Yeah. See, I'd like to start like a if you started something like that, I'd join you and have and assist with the healing. I'd like to do like part of a community where I'm part of a healing center.
That's exactly what I intend.
Oh,
Is that it's also a healing center. That's exactly what a lot of us have in mind. We want to have
yeah,
healing centers and communities that are also centered around healing and um, off grid. I mean, that's like our dream. Many of us. I think we're going to get it at some point. I think I'm
yeah,
going to get. I'm supposed to be moving next year at some point toward the end of the year. We'll see how that goes. But the only way I'd move would be to something better, and
yeah.
that would be better.
I wouldn't expect anybody to move anywhere near where I'm at, but at the same time, where I live is like a hidden piece of area that's never been touched by the glaciers. It's like a high energy place tucked in by itself
Where?
in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. So you're on the other side of the United States. I've been in
Hmm.
Wisconsin. It's
There's like
it's
a
weird.
sorry.
It was weird when we camped in Wisconsin. It was in the summer. It was hot all day, and then at night it was so damn foggy and wet, and we couldn't even start the fire. Is it
Yeah,
is that typical?
yeah, it's strange weather. It's like a really hot but humid.
Hmm.
But there's
It's
ways of keeping cool.
hot and humid in the daytime, and then at night it's cold and wet and
Yeah,
foggy. It's
yeah, it's
really
real
weird.
weird. Like right now, it's cold and wet and pretty chill. I got the window open with no AC on, and it's just like a perfect temperature.
Hmm. So yeah, Wisconsin's a little weird. I don't know if I want Wisconsin. I if it wasn't for the crazy politics, Oregon is very attractive, but I'd want an Aldi's nearby. Right now. I need to if I'm moving somewhere, I better have a support system there
Mm.
already. Either an Aldi's or somebody that's already got it figured out where they're making, where they've got all of the food supply and everything figured out. But yeah, but we'd have to do that. And I was thinking we could even make it entertaining. We could even have, if we wanted to have an industry, we could even have an entertainment industry. I was thinking hobbit homes. Build some little hobbit homes into the side of a hill. Let people have a hobbit bed and breakfast. So many people, or magical bed and breakfast, where everything's kind of I mean, a lot of people would go for that, I think. There's other people with the same idea who had the same idea I've run into. It
Mhm.
would be fun. It would be like you have a little community that's like a little hobbit town or something, you
Mhm.
know. So make it entertaining. We'd have drum circles and when I went to the pagan fests, those were fun. People just didn't want to leave. What if we kind of lived in one, you know? If we kind of lived in a festival all the time,
Mhm.
it'd be kind of
Cause
fun, wouldn't it?
yeah, cause I only got this job as a job for now. If something else better comes along, I'd jump on it. I don't hold up jobs. If there's something better, less hours, but still make it. I don't even need to make a lot of money to make it. As long as I make just enough to cover bills, and if I happen to move to where I don't need so much money for so many bills, would it be even nicer?
Well, heck, Michael Tellinger was offering people, um, oh, yeah, the dragons will always find us. Yeah. Oh, Texas is being invaded. Hell, Texas is being punished. It's targeted.
Oh,
Texas
yeah.
is 100% targeted. I know that for a fact. Yes.
Yeah, I know someone from the lower ranks of Texas, way up here, which is weird. It's why I don't find anything a coincidence.
Yeah. I don't think there's any coincidences there. Texas doesn't want to go along with the status quo, the dark plan, and they're fighting back. And yeah, I don't want it to be a cold place. I want it to be a nice temperate place. Maybe a little cooler, a little warmer, but not extreme. Yeah, I don't want. Oh yeah, Biden. Yeah, the Bide
Yeah,
in. We should have known.
I
No,
don't
I
know.
did know.
I think everyone's picks before the vote anyway. I think the vote is just a make it a circus and make it a big whoop-de-doo when they already know who's in charge.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bullshit. But um, Joe, I don't even think he's a real person anymore. I'm
He's not.
wondering.
Oh, he's definitely not. He's some type of creature. And see, that's what I'm saying. When he showed up, is when all this stuff started happening, raising vibrations higher and higher. Because I kid you not, for a creature of that status to make it through like he did, this place sunk very, very low, and it was actually like an alert. It was like a serious life crisis triggered to, not life crisis, but like a serious frequency crisis as to where we were slipping too low to be pulled back out if we didn't do it soon. It was like an intervention happened after that.
Well, I think it was wake up call.
Yeah.
I think it was allowed to happen for a big fucking wake up call. It's like, okay, okay, we'll give you what you say you want. Here it is. How do you like that? There's a lot of people. Wake the F up. This is what you asked for. This is what you wanted. The rest of us were like, no, it's a bad idea. I saw him as a hand puppet. I looked at him, I kept seeing images of a hand puppet with a claw up its butt, right? That's exactly what it is. He isn't a real person.
Oh no, Biden ain't even a reptilian. He's a creature. He's a bottomless pit creature. He's bad.
You don't know what the hell is going on in there.
He's
Yeah.
seriously, someone brung him from the bottomless pit. It's not, or from the abyss, or one of the two. Because, man, he's really, really yucky. He
Well,
might
I
be,
think the thing that is moving him is, but I don't think he's really even there.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he is
Biden's
either.
even really there. I don't think he does even exist anymore, maybe.
I
Hey,
think, yeah,
Biden
I
may be
know.
the wrong one.
I really think the real one actually died and they just took his place. Because, I've seen pictures. See, what people don't get, if you try to go back really, really late and try to compare pictures and, age properly according to how things go, they don't look nowhere near the same. You can't change your entire, like, I've heard of facelifts and all sorts of stuff like that. But seriously,
He doesn't even
it's
look
way,
like old Biden. He doesn't really even look like Biden that much.
yeah, people don't snap out of it and go and look at old pictures of people and say,
Look at old
these
pictures
people
of
aren't the
Biden. He
same.
doesn't look like him. How is it that he's squinty for one thing? Biden wasn't squinty. He'd open his eyes real wide like it was probably on cocaine.
Hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't even really look like Biden that much. He's a fake. And
Hmm.
not only that, but sometimes his eyes are brown and Biden's eyes were blue.
Yeah,
And
his eyes were
sometimes,
very blue.
and sometimes his eyes are pure black.
Yep, that's that creature showing itself when he's really acting funny and when he's really acting strange too. I think it's because of something in the frequency that messes with him. He starts to act strange when there's like a funny frequency around.
Now
Cause
they're
it,
saying, is he AI? Is that the problem? Is he some kind of AI that they're trying out? Is that why he's shaking hands with ghosts and, you know,
mm-hmm,
can't seem to find his way off the stage? And, is he, what's going on? Is he demented or just,
Scotty.
you know,
But,
an
well, I
AI
don't think.
that's going wrong?
Yeah, I don't need to worry about that dude, Scotty. He's lost cause that creature can just sit and because as soon as everything starts rising higher in that frequency, you'll see him glitch out way more. You'll see him totally glitch bad if he hasn't already, because the frequencies coming in now from the solar flares, that's probably why you hardly ever see him out too during the sun, probably. Them flares
Yeah,
probably kicked his butt.
probably. Probably. I think he's probably whatever that is. It's over for him. They're getting ready to pull the hook on him. So I think it's coming to his time. You know, he's getting to be a liability now.
Yeah, because
You can't let it go. Now, what I'm hearing on the back channels, they're they're coming up with this idea. They're trotting around this idea like, oh, maybe we should throw in Gavin Newsom and which is cringe, and Michelle Obama. I'm like Big Mike, and okay, one of the people who ran California into the ground, and you think that that is going to go over with people who have already seen what that does, what that kind of thinking does. We've got eyes. Okay. What does that kind of thinking do? More of that? No, I don't think so. So I don't know. I think they're crazy. Oh, what do you think about what's her face who was all of a sudden turned around and said she was for Trump, Republican, but acted so Democrat. What's her name? But was running for president and pulled out. Now she's endorsing Trump. I'm almost thinking she has. Yeah, maybe she's trying to save the broken shreds of her career, like the tiny ripped up bloody bits of her career that she smoked when she went after Trump. I don't think it's going to work. I don't trust her. Whatever. I can't even think of her name right now. That's how gone she is from my reality. Cheney, that's right, Liz Cheney. Yeah.
I
Ooh,
just
big person in the hoose.
I just briefly turned into a frequency going off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, Tulsi Gabbard would be good. I wish, you know what? People would buy that, I think. If Trump would have Tulsi Gabbard as a running mate, that would be very interesting. If he would pick, there's so many people he could pick, but the guy that is being talked about is somebody I just, I can't even think of who that was, but it's some old, you know, it's like Trump, haven't you learned that, they will stab you right in the back if they're not. It is important who you pick. It's like do not pick a person who could stab you in the back.
Well,
I,
I don't know. I think at this point, I think the whole politician system's going to go downhill. I think it's going to get shot to heck. Actually, I really don't see anything happening with it at all. Really, there might.
Nikki
I don't know.
Haley, that's it. Nikki Haley. I thought so. I'm there like, oh, Liz Cheney isn't quite right. Nikki Haley. I can't remember. I'm not really political.
Yeah, I'm not really political. I kind of let go of it. I don't know. I don't care. I let it go. I think there's something. There's like some type of disclosure happening. I think before any of that even has a time to take place.
Yeah, actually, it's the end of the world as we know it. Well, of course it is. It's always been the end of the world. And the world is remade as we all collectively remake it. However, I'm trying to get to the point where it's mostly where my part of the world is my way. I did it my way.
Yep, my way.
I mean, I think we can do that. I think we really can have things our way. I think we can. It's not impossible, and I think we are going to do it. I don't think it's going to be the farther we go into the fifth dimension, the more we'll be able to create whatever we want. Maybe that's how I get the community. Maybe we just create it that it just happens.
Yep.
And then I get it. Yeah, it just comes together somehow. I don't even have to do it. It just comes together somehow. And we just have it, and we can all just go there, and it works, and it's perfect. We
Because
can
I see
create it.
because I seen a premonition of like four killer whales, and someone said that was significant as like maybe four leaders. I think there's going to be like four, maybe five elected leaders for like a world order, and not the world order like people see it, and not the negative one, but the positive. Whereas you'll have world leaders, certain leaders that connect to everyone, not just like a politician. You know what I mean? It's different. It's hard
Yeah.
to explain. It's like more like a voice to express everyone's concerns.
Hmm.
It, it's going to be really positive. It's like more of a like one from each faction to represent each
Yeah, I
faction.
don't think, I think, yeah, a long time ago I made a prediction that we're seeing, one day we will see the last president.
I honestly think it's right now.
We're probably going to see that, and that it would be in my lifetime. A long time ago I made that prediction. I think it's coming. Yeah, we're
There's
going
like
to see the
certain
last president.
there's like certain royalties being hidden right now that have like high in spiritual power too, like high in spiritual authority, like some of us guardians going to be coming
Hmm.
together for an all world community, all world something.
Yeah, you know what? We really are the guardians of Earth, honestly.
Yeah.
Most of us came here to help people
Mhm.
transition during this time. And we know it now. Now we know that's what we've been doing this whole time. We've
Yeah,
been
cuz
preparing for that.
that extremely hard transition that I went through that couple days ago, finally clearing through all of it, it was to clear out the last of any negative timeline, any negativity that could possibly erupt, remove the last of it, and I pulled forth and integrated into my more my future self, like an
Mhm.
overlay.
I have been doing the healing everybody's aspects. I've been extending it out to everybody whose soul allows it, whose higher self allows it, to heal all of our aspects, to let them go into the light, anything that didn't get into the light, when,
Hmm.
through all the times we've been tortured and shattered and scattered.
Hmm.
And I've been working on that for a while, and really I feel a lot better. I hope you guys are doing a lot better. But you keep asking for that to be healed.
Oh
Keep
yeah, because that,
asking for.
that was the main agenda on their side, was the constant shattering of souls to see how small a fragment they can make you so that you couldn't
Mm,
do anything.
yeah, so get your soul pieces all back into the light, and you can ask for that. You can ask the ascended masters, angels, whatever you call upon, whatever your entourage is composed of. You can ask them for help with it, and they will help you get your pieces back into what we call spirit hospitals, where they can be taken care of and back into the light. And that way, they can come back to you whole um, instead of sick, because we have to heal all of those pieces now.
Yeah. Well,
No.
And I see another perspective from the fallen angel term, and, and the the base of fallen 3D is basically Earth is fallen and
Mhm.
crumbling apart. We're trying to raise it up and basically resurrect the whole planet is what we're doing by healing through all our aspects and healing everyone possible we can is
Yeah.
is actually healing the earth. We're healing aspects of the earth as well through us.
Well, some people would say we're birthing a whole new one,
That
actually.
too. Yeah, it's
Well, like a
healing through the old to
fusion.
create a new one.
Yeah, because we have to let go of the old, though. We're getting pressed. We're all getting pressed to do that. If you have any pain or any, and stuff is going to come up, like Wu's abscess, like just being sick, just stomach, just all kinds of things are going to come up. And just ask that it be taken, whatever aspect of you is causing that. And you can keep peeling those layers. Like I say, they're like onion layers. They're like part of your iceberg, what's in your iceberg. But they're like, they come in like layers. If another layer comes up, work on that layer too. Just keep working on the layers until there are no more layers. So, and that's what we're doing right now. We're getting rid of the crap. Once we get rid of all the crap, we can start to really refill with all the good stuff. But we'll have more room. See? What? What's going on in chat? Oh, yeah, Dolly. Prince William would be perfect monarch to America. Why? We don't need no stinging monarchs. But to my
Yeah,
notion.
no, that's not what I mean by royals at all. Actually, it's like a completely different. I'm speaking about the ancients, the healed version of the ancients too, not the fallen ones. I'm talking about the new rebirth, like from the newer descendants. Like that's what we're going through right now. The process of healing through that to be future proper leaders, not what's going on right now. There,
Yeah, there ain't nobody with it right now.
Yeah, there's like a that's why we're hailing through the corrupted parts. We're hailing through the corruption. The ones right now that can't heal themselves are the corrupted ones. They could go
Yeah.
through the process too, but if they don't make it, they don't make it.
Hmm. Yeah, we got to get rid of the corrupted shit. They've got to go.
Yep, restore balance. Well, see, well, from what I understand from my training, it's like I've been through this hardcore like training program. So they call it like fast tracking to upgrade my memory and to help
Yeah.
remember all my ancient history and my ancient connections. Whereas I've gone through the love part, I've gone through the suffering, I've gone through the traumatizing, I've gone through basically everything, and now it's back to the warrior. Tough love.
Wow. Yeah, that's what we're all kind of going to have to go through is this. Well, that's what we're doing.
I always humble myself in my gifts and stuff, but at the same time, it's time to take back what's power, and we're here to raise vibes for those that can't. We're here to help those that can't do it. We're help the ones that are having problems and need the help. That's what we're here for.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, we've got abilities. I think we've all got kind of hidden abilities that are going to get switched on. We don't
Mm-hmm.
even know what we can do yet. I
Yeah.
never know what I can do until I have to do it.
Well,
And
yeah.
I
I
go, "Can you really do that?" And it's like, well,
just yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's hidden for a reason too, so people don't catch on to us and try to mess with us further. Can realize that we can shut them down. And
absolutely
there's a lot more out there with gifts like that that just need to be awoken to their powers and realize what they can do.
right. Right. And
And
and it's good that we don't know until that time because one, it's scary. It's really
yeah,
freaking scary a lot of times. And two, it keeps the other side guessing what the hell's
yep,
going on.
Oh,
We don't
definitely.
need to know. We
And
just
well, and what's coming, I think, are you and me and a few others. We're here to raise the vibrations hard and bring back the organic stuff because pretty soon, like this device we're on, we're not going to be able to use a device like this for very long.
no, it's going to go out eventually.
Because
It's going to go out.
you,
But
yeah,
they say that by that time we'll have the telepathy thing going on.
yeah.
So we won't really need it and we'll be able to teleport. You know what I keep getting
What?
in readings? I'm going to be able to fly.
Yeah, me too.
I keep getting that. I'm like, I said that. I said, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to fly.
Yeah.
I, I'm going to get that in this lifetime somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
I
that'll be
already,
cool.
yeah. I'm trying to hold my phone still. I already have such a connection to my etherical wings from them constantly down. They had to connect me so hard to my physical. Literally, what they were doing was actually very it was very close to me actually like not surviving it because they had to upgrade or download so much of my soul's energy in order to save it for what was happening to me because of that soul eater taking almost everything. So they were given my physical form as hard as they could with all my energy to save what I could of all my knowledge, all my ancient stuff without it getting stolen.
Absolutely. I agree. What?
And when I basically went
Cancer?
through something so no one else had to.
Absolutely. I think we do that a lot.
Mhm.
I know that one of the things I keep getting that I'm an ascended master.
Yep,
In
you
some
are.
life, I'm an ascended master. I came here, went through the whole thing to help other people through this ordeal because they needed it. Okay.
Mhm.
And that we do this, people like us do this for fun, entertainment. And of course, because it's a good thing. I mean, but yeah, but it's fun for us. It's actually a challenge for us. I guess, oh, if you're an old soul that's already ascended there, you're looking for a challenge from time to time, right? Well, it makes sense. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's what we do for fun.
Mhm.
So we go to these shot up war torn planets where they are on the edge of ascension and help them ascend, and we're all badasses. We're like
Mhm.
elite badasses, in fact. And you know what? It's funny because my helper says, I look at women like you. She has other clients that have, dealt with extensive pain. And so she goes, how is it that you are so nice? That you guys are all so nice, living with the conditions that you have, extreme pain all the time, sometimes very hard living conditions. Sometimes, and she said, I would want to bite everybody. I would be, and I've seen her when she gets hurt. She is the worst patient ever. She is like like I'm dying. She thinks she's dying if she, has a pull in her side. She says, I don't know if I could even how you even deal with it. And I said, well, we're badasses. We deal with it because we have to and because we're badass. It just you have to be. Some people would say it a different way, but you have to be fucking stubborn. You have to be too stubborn to give up. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, no matter
Well,
how much you want to,
mhm.
you
Well,
have
and
to
I've
be.
been trying, and I've been trying to make help others be more aware of the AI tech they keep trying to come up with, all those apps and all the healing apps and biofrequency, that's a bunch of BS. That's not going to help you when shit hits the fan.
No, not really.
And any electronic device that is manipulating you through a control system is wrong. So any one of those, like, I'm not going to name their names, but using those devices are just scamming people. It's not real stuff. If anything, they're causing more harm than good, and they're messing with things they're
Well,
not
you're not
supposed to.
talking about like the frequency videos, are you? Because those have helped me and
Oh
like
yeah,
they.
see, some of the frequency ones do, but some of them ones that are controlled by others, no, I don't do that because first of all, the
Hmm.
ones that claim are in control and healing people, first of all, if you're in a hateful position and you're hateful, you're not healing anything. You're not of light and love. If you sit there and still thrive on diversity, division, and everything else, how can you heal people? That makes no sense. If you don't, you got to listen to how the person talks to other people. If they're treating other people or wishing ill will on other people, or even wishing the worst of other people, they're not a true healer. They have healing they still
Right.
have to do on themselves.
Well, that's why I would get so weirded out by my mother's choice of ministers. She went crazy and had to listen to televangelists 24/7, and these fire and brimstone preachers are the most evil.
Mm-hmm.
They're so evil. And there's one that would always lead you in, and he seemed so nice and you could agree and everything. And then in the second part of it, he'd hit you with the fire and brimstone and you're going to hell stuff. And it was so divisive how he could sound so reasonable in the first half of what he was saying and then be so evil in the second half. It was amazing to me. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the way they work. That's the way they draw people in. Get them to agree, get them to agree. And then when they get, it's like, we got you now. Let's
Mm-hmm.
put the hammer down on them. It's horrible. I,
Well, it's like the churches are worse than anything. They're awful. There's this one church is played by this scam guy about orphanages. Oh, anybody that brings up the word, oh, there, what is that word? Oh, that's famous child trafficking, Honduras, I think. If
mm,
anyone mentions or saving people from that place, is automatically a children trafficker and automatically not a good person. Cause I've learned that, I read through it, and because when they show pictures, they show empty buildings, they don't show people, and when they do, it's like a stage setup. People don't realize you
absolutely.
can stage and make up anything. Don't sit there and believe it. If you can't physically go there and know for a fact it's right, I wouldn't trust it.
I
There's
don't think it's, I think probably that's one of the reasons. Well, I know it's one of the reasons why I want to set up our own place. I want to know that it's set up on the up and up. It's not controlled by, you know, it's not going to turn into a Stepford wife neighborhood or some shit, you
yeah.
know, because I mean things get corrupt, get
Mhm.
infiltrated and corrupted and go bad, real bad.
Mhm. Oh yeah, and
So,
anytime we notice that, they're gonna get the boot. Be like, nope, you can heal through it and try to work on it, but if you want to keep dividing people, you can take off because
yeah, I
we don't
used
need
to
that
call it
division
that.
anymore.
Hey, James. Yeah, I used to call them that when I knew I didn't before I knew about elites or Illuminati or whatever. I used to just call them the forces of division.
Yeah.
Those who are trying to divide us all up against each other.
Hmm.
That is exactly what we're dealing with. That is the game they've played from the beginning, is to divide us and um, divide and conquer.
Uh-huh. And anytime anyone's using a control device, see that's what they don't understand. Control is an illusion. You're not controlling anything. You're borrowing and using it, and if you put the word control on it, then that means you're using it without permission. And
That's
that's
right.
always very, very bad. That means you're using the wrong side of things. You're not
You're
actually
really wrong
healing with
side.
light, you're trying to heal with dark, and which when you're healing with dark, if that's not a healed thing, you're creating corruption.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. It's like um you've got to clean out a wound though. I think our wounds we have to clean them. Um they've put like everything else, they put not just wounded but poison in the wounds. That's been my experience.
It seems like
So
that's what we're doing at the moment. It seems like through all this heavy infection from the allergies and stuff, while we're spiritual cleansing, we're actually cleansing out infection as well. We're removing poison.
absolutely, I think that's what we're doing. And so if you guys are having, and usually when you're doing any kind of cleanse, any kind of getting rid of anything, you're going to have a detox reaction. So that's what I think a lot of our stuff is, detox reactions to stuff. Like oxalate dumping is a detox thing. It causes the same kind of damage it would when it was running through your system the first time. Um, it's like yeast when you're getting rid of yeast. When you're getting sugar out of your diet and all that, you'll have the yeast die off problem. Um, I think it's kind of going to be like that because we're sort of the, what would you call it? We're sort of the immune system right now. We are part of the immune system. We're those killer T cells. And there is going to be an immune die, there is going to be a die off effect that is probably going to not be fun, but it's very necessary. I think it's going to be just like that. So for a while, it's going to look bad and it's going to feel bad. But as this stuff dies off gradually, it'll get better. It'll get better, much better. And, everything I've ever gotten rid of has been like that, whether it be parasites, whether it be um, toxins, whether it's yeast, whether it's any kind of disease. It's like if you're really clearing it from your system, you're going to have some kind of backlash. In fact, most of the symptoms of a cold occur after you've already killed most of the organisms. After your
Yeah.
body's, that's your body, the reaction of your body killing all those organisms. So you're already usually out of the infectious stage by the time you're having those symptoms, out of your most infectious stage. That is what it's going to look like. Oh my God, I'm not looking forward to it because it's been so bad that, well, yeah, we're going to kill this thing. It's going, but oh my God,
Oh, I know the recuperation, the recovery. Oh, is gonna be hard.
yeah, there is
That's the hard part is when all this finally collapses and enough of it's finally shut down the recovery process. And I think that's what we're here for.
yeah, we're going to need our superpowers in order to take care of stuff. And, we're going to have to be very in tune with the elements and the weather and everything, and the
Hmm.
planet, in order to get the crops to grow, to get the weather under control, to get the all of the crazy stuff that's going to happen to shake out into something livable, I think they're going to need us. And I'm being trained. You're being
Yeah,
trained. We're all being
yeah,
trained
yeah.
how to
Definitely
do
trained for something. Because, well, I've already been trained to follow the
it.
weather patterns. I've been trained to follow the, not even just necessarily. Oh, that's what it is. Oh my God, I just put two and together right freaking now. That's
Mm,
why I I can feel physically the intense solar flares when they come in. I can feel them.
exactly.
I'm learning to feel what's coming and then look at the weather and then look so
Exactly.
I don't have to use a device to understand what's going on.
Exactly.
And
We're
I've
going
been
to have to
feeling it
do all of that with
is
ourselves, not
device.
with
Yeah,
our
I just
senses,
get the,
not
and
with
at the
the
moment, yeah, and at the moment I'm using my device to confirm that's what's happening
exactly.
so that I can eventually not
So
use
that
my
you can
device.
learn it. Yeah, so that you can
Yep.
learn, oh wow, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, now they're all agreeing
Exactly.
with me back there. Freaking my wings.
Everybody's saying yeah. That's exactly
Hmm.
right. I came to that conclusion a while back. We're learning how to do this. That's what I'm saying. We're learning how to do this without all the artificial crap. Okay.
Hmm.
And that's why everybody who's trying to sell you the artificial crap down the AI timeline, down the get a chip in your head timeline, we can't have it. I ain't
Yep.
doing it. Mm-mm.
The best grounding right here.
We'll have much better gifts than anything they're going to give us.
Heck yeah.
They're not going to be able to give us the sort of stuff we're going to have.
Yep. Start your own collection of crystals. That's all the Earth's energy healing that you'll ever need when all this finally like happens. This is all you'll ever need is the true healing through the crystals, through the crystalline grid. Because through these crystals, I was told to put all these crystals under my pillow or on my bed because it's a copper infused mattress. And
Ooh, nice.
yeah, and I finally paid it off too. I'm like, woohoo! That way, all my
Oh,
crystals can
wow.
help.
It's one of those. You know what? I want one of those.
Yeah, and it's like a cool gel top mattress. But then, but then, but then the funny thing is, I'm trying to preserve it and keep it nice from spilling anything on it. So I'll put a waterproof thing over top of it because I don't want to ruin it. But then I'm like, well, is that ruining the effects? Am I not gonna use it right then? I don't know.
I don't
Ho-
know.
Hopefully not, because I don't
I
want to. I want to keep it preserved. I don't want it to fall apart so fast.
want to get fried, though. You
Yeah,
know, okay, I figured it out a long time that we're part of the immune system of the planet. These cells arise when the time is right, when they're needed. These special cells
oh Lord.
arise, and they come to kill the invader, and that's us. So we're part of the immune system of the planet. So yeah, and hey, they triggered it, and it's now here. So, and I am promised that we are not going to be destroyed in a nuclear war. So quit worrying about that. If you are have any of that in your mind, no, we're not. I mean, they're going to try and sell that. Of course they are. They're going to try and sell it, because it's terrifying. That isn't going to happen, though.
So if anyone can feel this, there's gonna be some healing energy off my. It's a rainbow fluorite. It aligns and
I love
heals through
rainbow.
your chakra system,
Yeah, I love rainbow fluorite.
and it's a heart.
Yeah. I could feel it the moment you put it up there. Hmm.
Should assist in everyone's alignment. I sleep with this one.
Hmm.
Help keeps me stable, keeps my
I
stuff
have,
aligned.
I always have. my selenite around.
Yep. I got 3 or 4 of those hanging out.
Yeah.
I specifically have one right now, like that, sitting on top of my internet tower to protect and cleanse and keep things out of the internet coming in.
Hmm.
I have it
I gotta
sitting with
get.
an Yeah, I have it sitting with an Oregon thing. See, that's another thing people don't understand. People don't understand the severity of Oregon. Oregon energy is great when it's positive, but if you don't keep it cleansed, it can be very, very bad. So,
Yeah.
as long as you keep it cleansed, if anybody else needs any more healing before I put this away, go ahead. Should feel like a warm feeling now down your back, in
Hmm.
your shoulders, right in the center of your heart chakra, and going down and out.
Hey, you know what? Hang on a minute. Let me try and move that to somewhere. I need my eyes, my lower back a little bit. It has still a little bit of stuff in it, and my legs and feet. I have problems with my legs and feet. Um, Actually, I saw the medieval torture device that was used on me, so I'm healing those, the residue, and that. Okay, we got it down there. Okay, thanks. That really helps.
There you go.
Thanks.
You're
A little
welcome.
extra won't hurt. Um, oh yeah, that's working. Um, we gotta do that. We gotta really get these stones and crystals are here to help us.
Hmm.
And gravel, which is my earth elemental guy, he's like, we're here to help. It's just we're tough. Bring your trouble to us. We're here to help you. Gravel is
Yep.
so sweet. Eventually, he shows up in one of my good AI, but the elementals will be in our AI too because it'll be part of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I
everything that has a crystal chip in it or anything. But
and I
yeah,
picked
gravel is.
and I picked up this unique one. It's got symboling I can't really see very well, but it seemed to resonate with Syrians.
Let's see.
Would you
Oh,
would you quit, cat, sit down?
is it a geode or
And it's like a blue lace agate, I think.
yeah, it looks like a agate geode. Yeah, it's not a blue lace. It's too dark for that.
Oh.
Blue lace is almost a light
Well, I can spend
that blue violet, but that is it might even have been dyed, but who cares? I don't even care. But it's an
yeah.
agate, and agates are very sturdy stones. They're for they're a lot of it is about strength, and if it's
Yeah.
blue, of course, that's a healing color.
Mm-hmm. Trying to keep it in the camera. Figure it out. There we go.
Mhm.
Just trying to turn it a certain way so you can see
Well,
the
some people
pattern.
are like, "Oh, it's died." It's like, oh, it's not killing them. The stones are tougher than that. I have some like that too that are that beautiful blue. They're dyed, but they're very beautiful still, and I don't think it hurts them that much.
Yeah,
Um,
the whole necklace has that blue all over it.
mhm. Honestly, I have. Let's see. I have. What do I have? I have a few. I haven't charged them yet. in the bag of skulls, I have this one. I haven't figured out what the heck type of stone it's supposed to be. If anyone recognizes it, I have no idea. I don't even know if you can see it. It's so dark. If anybody recognize, I'll describe it. It's translucent, but very dense at the same time. It's almost a dark ox blood color. I don't know what this is. It's interesting though. I don't know. That's a weird one. I haven't placed that one, but I know that I do have a labradorite one and a Norwegian moonstone. This is the Norwegian moonstone one. Haven't charged them yet. And I'm not sure that this is amethyst. It kind of comes off as though it may be dream amethyst, but it's hard to say. It's sort of cloudy looking amethyst. If so, it's not got the zigzag pattern. It's got more of the cloudiness. And then the tip gets very translucent. It's really pretty, but I'm not quite sure what it is. It almost looks like amethyst, but almost doesn't. But some of these, I think, like I get a good feeling about that one. I get a real good feeling from that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have one here that's, I believe this one. The one. This may be a bloodstone.
Oh yeah.
Who's spitting on you? Yeah, this is a bloodstone.
Mine though, my cat's always sitting on my shit. They do
That's
it
what I
on my
thought.
stuff. He sits on my
Yeah.
crystals all the time. I'll be sitting there looking for everything, and here he's sitting down. That happens in the morning too. I'll be looking for my glasses. Where are my glasses? I'll pick them up. There they are. And
You know what? If you set anything down, the cat automatically thinks it's about them and they should go lie down on it.
especially my phone. I have these times I gotta dig my phone out of them.
If you sit on a piece of paper, if a piece of paper is on the floor, they think that that's where that you put it there for them. And
Yep.
if you put something down on the bed, then they're supposed to go lay on it. Obvious.
Yep. There he is.
Everything's about them. Everything is about them, you know.
Oh, you're so funny. I just want to cuddle you. It's so funny.
I
Oh my.
know.
What rough cuddles. Whoops. I
You know,
forget.
people who don't know cats, they don't love them, but when they get to know them, they love them because
Yeah.
cats are awesome. They're just so awesome. We were talking about that. Jim and I were talking about that. Jim and I and me, we were talking about how, before you get to know a cat, you don't know how awesome they are. You don't know how smart they are. You don't know how aware they are. You don't know how funny they are. They're hilarious. Yeah. You don't know why people put up with them, but they're so cool. Uh, a small obelisk. Ooh. Scotty, can you feel me? Can you feel? Dolly Bell sure is singing to Scotty. Hook Jade is our local stone. Oh, Jade is our local stone. Oh, cool.
Well,
Omelette.
trying to find my big quartz. There it is. It was under my pillow.
Omeletto. Oh, I'm kidding.
You'd think I'd have millions of crystals everywhere, but at the same time, it's like, where'd they all freaking go?
I know. Sometimes they have lives of their own.
Yep, they migrate. And we got this one.
Yeah. Dogs are awesome in one way, cats are awesome in another one, Scotty. Dogs are awesome in one way, cats are awesome in another. They're just two completely separate animals. They're not like each other, okay?
Yeah,
Except that they want love, and other than that,
excuse me.
if you try to treat a cat like a dog or a dog like a cat, it just isn't going to work out, okay? But if you get treat a cat like a cat, they will be such an awesome pet. Awesome, absolutely awesome. And dogs too. If you treat them right, they'll be such an awesome pet. And they're totally different, and that's okay. But I've
Hmm.
had some cats that are very dog like.
Yeah, they're the dogs are guardians too. They're just very different in how they do it.
They're
I think
just different, yeah.
in a way dogs are similar to like the masculine side, more of a physical guard. The
Hmm.
cats are more of the feminine side of the
Right.
spiritual guard.
Yeah, they guard the doorways and the portals. Yeah,
Yep.
and they seem to be able to go back and forth between. They're yeah, cats
I
are.
like his big court.
Yeah, and basically dogs are men and little men in furry suits, and cats are women in furry suits, pretty much. In that
Yeah.
regard, they're more feminine. Cats are more fluid. Dogs are more solid. You know.
Let's see if I could use this. Where did it just go? I just had it. Oh, you made it, my butt. You did it again. You swallowed it, didn't you? Swallowed it up, didn't you? As soon as I got up and moved to look for it, he then sits in my lap.
Hmm.
Really? I got up to do something, and he instantly moves around and sits in my lap.
Yep, of course.
There we go. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that or not. This is wolfenite.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if I can transmit and heal and help a bit with this one. This one on blocks energy blocks and heals a deeper spiritual level. This will
Okay.
lift in the energy blocks.
Let's go. I love the nightlife, baby. Let's go. Cool.
So anyone feels this working?
Yeah, actually, and my ears are going off now.
Mm-hmm.
I may go into light language again. I might. It feels like I might be going into light language because it's getting very loud. When they get very loud, then it means that some kind of transmission is coming through. It's on the way. Okay.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. It's coming up. It's coming
Yep.
up. It's building up.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
what I
get
had to
that.
do. I had to show you this, help you out, unblock something, and now they can come in.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, they're getting really loud. Yeah. If you guys are experiencing this, you may be experiencing the beginning of your being able to receive and uh, broadcast transmissions. You may be channeling. So I know some of you have complained about maybe something like a tinnitus or hearing very loud. That is your guides a lot of times. And especially when I just kind of surrendered to it and said, okay, what are you trying to tell me? And that's when I started doing light language. So, yep, it's coming on. Atakom kodagashkan borrohika han and kororia and gerika farama ora. Koro bor yes koro. Avro. Origara brexkarani roria brekargarum kurgum. Ifaram barrier korium. Cargarum. A fathering orogoria. Ingada onkorishkorum boriyare ngarigaram garigit forum nigaria. Ifada warwega kraska bomborigar. Variam. Yichkar bomborigar riskariam. Rebora, garigara garigaram. Karkararam. Eravararia. Kara. Mariam. Dariam. Dariam. Um, whoa. I don't know if I'm done, but that cuts off right there for now. Is anybody got an idea about that? I'm getting a good feeling from it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting like I get more feelings than I get words. It doesn't come in words; it comes in feelings. It's hard to describe sometimes. Sorry about that, but it's something about okay because it's Memorial Day and so many people are remembering the ones that are passed on, and the ones that are passed on are remembering you as well. And don't forget that they are also lending their support. We've built an army, so to speak, a panel, a consortium, something like that, of experts that they stand behind you. And don't forget that they still love us. They stand with us. They're not so far. Don't forget to talk to them. And don't forget to listen.
I unlocked some abilities for someone. Maybe everybody. Maybe even myself.
Part of their thing. Part of the things we do.
Yeah, a combination of their
Um,
darling.
Cowboy wants a damn treat. He's getting a treat. He's getting his belly rubbed.
Yeah, and
Um,
Adam's getting his scratches. There's definitely we're a duo at the moment. Both of us with our cats. The Lyrans came in.
the Lyrans are here for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoa. Do you feel that there's like this something coming into my it's it's like a cool breeze coming right through my heart chakra when we were started to talk about the Lyrans. They're
Hmm.
sending their love. Isn't that sweet? They're sending their love and remember they've got their eye on us. They're here to be our guardians and healers to help heal us,
Hmm.
to be our friends in the roughest of times, just like the dogs. That's what the dogs and the cats are here to do. Their job is to be our guardians, our healers, and our therapists. My therapist.
Yeah.
They are too.
Yeah.
They're wonderful therapy.
I have a strong presence sitting with me.
Hmm.
They're right here, right now, letting us know.
Absolutely. Yeah, huge. Who
Yeah,
are
really,
you?
really big.
Anybody getting a name? Is there a name? Is there such a name as a Thalo?
Oh yeah, I got a
Thalin?
yes.
Wow, I heard your name. I'm so thrilled. I don't generally get names too easy. I'm so thrilled. Othello.
Othello.
Wow, I'm so
Oh,
happy.
my wings are freaking out. They're excited, man. We got it right.
Yeah, you got it right. Othello, thank you for coming. Is there a reason you're here? Of course, there's a reason you're here.
And I'm
You have
acknowledging with my wings over here just to shaking and vibrating.
you have friends in high places.
Yes.
It's a joke. Oh, you're great. You're going to be a lot of fun, aren't you? I bet you are, Othello. Oh, wow, we got a new guy that joined our group. Or maybe
Yeah.
yeah, maybe he's been around, but I just didn't know his name. Really
Yeah.
large. Geez, like a giant.
Yeah. Ha- I can feel the weight on my right arm.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome as long as you're of the light on our side. Yeah, sure, sure, heck. Yeah, well, we'll take all the help we can get.
Oh,
Strength,
yep.
solidity. Ah, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Well, you're understanding the words. My wings are vibrating. It's almost like I'm transmitting it. You're verbalizing it, and I'm acknowledging it.
right. It's like, what is going on?
I know my wings won't
Ooh.
stop. Calm down, man.
Yeah, I'm getting the vibrations too now in my head. It's like, what is going on here? I'm not used to this. I don't know what's going on. Something getting fixed? Is something getting, are we getting a download? Something
Yeah.
getting activated? Yeah, something is getting activated or something.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Is it the lion, like the lion with wings? Yeah,
Yeah.
lion with wings. White lion with wings.
Oh my gosh, Othello, a white lion with wings. Wow. That is so cool.
Oh, I've had random pictures of him before. He's came back. Or you're right, always been there, and somehow I was blocked, and now I can sense
Yeah,
him
now
again.
we can see it. Maybe our vibration is high enough.
Yeah.
Just feel him. But when you started to say a lion with wings, it's like, there you are. Oh, yay. This is cool.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, and something cracked in
Lyrens.
my
It
back.
happened when we were talking Lyrens. You're a Lyran, Lyran.
Yeah, he's
Woo!
old. He's an ancient. He's before the Lyrans.
Yes, you're in.
Oh.
Oh, this is good. This
And I
is
just something
really
just
good.
cracked in my upper back by my neck. So I something was corrected.
Lyran elders are extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Extremely powerful. Oh, we've got an elder Lyran. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is good. This is very good, folks. Very good. Oh,
Wow.
welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, he's
Yes.
helping. Oh, he's helping my Adam. He helping you, buddy? Yeah, my cat's name is Adam, in case nobody caught that.
I
My
didn't
cat,
know.
or my kid named him.
Really? Adam. Interesting. Wow, yes, I feel really good right now.
Yeah.
I don't feel pain anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're really good. Yeah,
Impressive. Whoa.
that's pretty cool. Oh, you guys, this is a very good development. I was this excited when Anubis joined us too, but this is really special too. Now we have a representative of the dog people and the cat people.
Yeah.
Very powerful representatives. Ah, and of course, my Maui, my girl, my sweet, sweet Maui. That was her name when she was here. She was a Lyran elder. She was a Lyran elder who came here to help. I saw her with, she was an all white cat with wings. Cats
Mhm.
have wings too. How about that? Can have wings too.
Mm.
You've seen pictures and carvings of them, right?
Yep.
Statues.
Oh, and I got a vibration in my feet right now. So my lower chakras are being aligned.
Yes, our survival chakra.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I'm starting to get myself back. Woohoo!
Oh, it'd be nice to have my body back. Yeah, because I've been feeling like, where in the heck is my body? You know, I mean, the body that I had that worked. It'd be nice to have a functional body. Yeah, all these
Scott,
years I've been dealing with it.
Scotty, you and boobies. Even now he's on the feline and dog boobies.
Well, Scotty, I mean, cats, I guess they have six, so there you go.
There's extra.
There's extra to go around. Get yourself a nice Lyran girl. She'll have six for you to play with. There you go. Yeah.
Well, and at one point, my cat had an infected one too. I
Oh,
fit
yeah, that'd be
from
awful.
the from bad litter. It it was still kind of on the funny side, but it seems to be healed though.
Mm. They dished out the. Oh, I'm so sorry, James. That sucks. We need to intend that James gets better food in there. Why do you hope your dog is not a dogman? There were saints and ascended masters that were dogmen. Though I know that okay, I'll just bring it up. Francis of Assisi was originally portrayed as one of the dog people. No, no shit, folks. And the dog people were peaceful, unless, of course, you messed with them. If you got them mad, then they were very dangerous. But they were peaceful. They kept to themselves. They were very good with animals. It makes so much sense. Francis of Assisi was actually a dog man. When the explorers first came to this continent, they ran across a colony of dogmen. This is historical. You can find videos and writings about this. And the dogmen are not to be feared if they're natural dogmen and you're a good person. But they are very protective and they don't take no shit. Okay, don't piss them off. But yeah, the dogmen are not intrinsically evil at all. Not really. No. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Yeah, animal husbandry, basically. They're very good with animals. So because they could speak with animals and they would understand them. So the dogmen were uh, very tall, and well, what else was it about them? Yeah, they were tall, mostly peaceful, unless they were bothered, and they lived apart from everybody. Francis of Assisi was one, and then there was another one. Somebody, I think it was Jim and I, was saying Saint Christopher was also one. See, one time we knew about all the cryptids. It's obvious we did. People carved them, people drew them, people talked about them. There's some of the saints that are and ascended masters that are cryptids, honestly. Okay. So, some of the Indian gods are what we would consider cryptids. So, it's like, just get over it. That we had cryptids and everybody knew about them at one time. This was not a hidden secret at one time. It's just from us, but everybody knew about it. Knew there were lizard men. Knew there were the alligator god in Egypt, or crocodile, whatever he was supposed to be. I'm sorry, no disrespect, but I can't remember very well. I can't remember his name right off, but yeah, they had all of those. All of those, of course, that would make Bislyran. Um, so yeah, these things were normal back then at one time.
Yeah, some were used in hybrid programs though.
Now the military has fucked them up.
Yeah.
Has fucked up ones. Don't mistake the two. Yes, the military. It's said on the back channels once again that the military has somehow got the genetics and hybridized them for their own purposes. Those you don't want anything to do with. Okay, but the true dog men are okay. If you know a Lyran dog man, well, they've got their own planet now around B, Sirius B.
Hmm.
Beautiful place. We've actually remote viewed it. It's beautiful there. The Lyrans and the dogmen, the canids, they and humans were also Lyran. You know, humans are also from Lyra, or there were humans from Lyra, humanoid people that look like us from Lyra. So they they have a beautiful, and there are what you would call cryptids. There are mer people, mermaids, mermen. There there are many cryptids. So yeah, they got their own place. So you know, but yeah, this beautiful place. I can't think of the name of the place, but what is the name of that planet? I realize that my people that I keep remembering and talking to are what they call the Rani, the Maharani. I was just getting the Arani, Rani,
Hmm.
and it's with the rolled R. And I wasn't getting the Maha part, but the Maha part means was is some kind of prefix. To them, we're just Rani. So it must be some kind of descriptive additive. But the Ranis are the sort of blue, uh, blue purple, like blue violet people, like Krishna and Shiva and several others. So um, they've got their place too. I mean, you know, they're all with us here. They're
Hmm. And see, I helped you help me because through that Wolfenite piece that I had, it helped open up that connection into a higher frequency so he could reach us and let us know.
so that we Othello. I can't forget that. Help me remember that's his name. Gosh, I'm excited about that. And
I know
then
I'm
two of Paul's uh, guides showed up to me, Pan and Sumi, Lord Kazumi, and said, yeah, we'd like to hang with you too. And I'm there, sure, the more the merrier. Because, you know,
yeah.
Paul and I were doing work together, and they said, hey, you know, we like hanging around you. You're good people. That's like, cool, come on in. Come right on
Hmm.
in. Ooh, now I'm getting chills. Here they are. Yeah, introducing you to Kasumi and Pan, Lord Kasumi and Pan and the mighty Pan. Really, they're both very powerful too.
Yeah, I'm getting cleared out.
Yeah, they're here too. They're all behind us, folks. I mean, we can't lose. Let's face it, we can't lose. Take
Hmm.
heart. Take heart. That's what part of this is. I think that is the big message. Take heart. You have some very, oh gosh, the feelings, the
Hmm.
vibe. Wow.
Sending serious love. That's what that phone call was about. The
Yeah,
connection.
yeah.
And that's
Because
what we just did.
yeah, I had a dream where I just got a great big kiss from somebody. That was a connection. That was a love connection right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, while you were doing that, while you were communicating that, I could feel the presence. He was looking in my face. I could feel the energy on my face. He was looking at me.
Hmm. Yeah, we can't lose, folks. We can't lose. Please take heart. Take heart. These guys, we can't lose. Okay? We've already won. They're not going to let anything happen to us. We're going to get our jobs done. We're going to get through this. It's going to be great. They're with us. They want us to know. Your guides are with you. You're not alone. You're not doing this on your own. And now, at the higher that we rise, the more they'll be able to do for us.
Yeah.
The more they'll be able to communicate, the more they'll be able to give us.
Well, and the person that was coming through, I work with at work. So I don't know if that was necessarily them trying to remind me that he does actually care for me, but he just won't say nothing. But at the same time, they were using him as a way of communication to reach me to say I love you.
Absolutely.
They try to use familiar people around us to help us get messages too.
I just called to say I love you.
Yep. I'm just
I
like,
just
wow.
called to say how much I care. Oh, oh, you guys. Yeah, the way I feel right now is great. I hope you guys are feeling it too.
And I'm seeing like, woo, like serious projections, like
Yeah,
shapes on the wall.
this is amazing. Yeah. I love that. You know, I'll sleep good tonight though. I'll sleep real good tonight. I'll be like buzzing. Uh,
Yeah.
oh
Well,
boy.
I won't be sleeping. I'll be up getting my stuff done. I got dressers to put together yet.
Oh yeah. Oh, can't explain this today why Pope was sitting on your bed. What? I to this day can't either. Why would a Pope be sitting on your bed? I don't know. Pope, of all people.
He's like, I may not.
So
Not. Well, I know for the fact the Vatican isn't who he says he is. That's for sure. And I have a feeling. Well, not a feeling. I know 100% he actually uses angelic artifacts against the angelics all the time and try to manipulate. And that's how things are misunderstood through corruption and people don't see it. If there's an angel doing bad stuff, it's not necessarily a fallen one either. It's a corrupted illusion. It's like a fake imitation of that thing doing a dirty deed for somebody. It's not even the actual angel itself. It's like an energy projection.
yeah, I agree that there are some of those that there are those around for sure. Uh, there are things that try to cause you to lose heart. Wow, I'm certainly not going to lose heart after that. Remember these times when things get scary. Remember these times. Remember these beings that are with us. Remember how it feels. Uh, remember that they're there and that you can ask. You can ask for help. Say, hey, hey, my family, my beloved family. I need this. I need that. This is exciting.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
still
very.
feel that presence on my shoulders.
You know what?
It's a
Payman often seems to put his hand on your shoulder, on my shoulder, on Paul's shoulders. I saw him do that. I saw him. He comes. Somehow he puts his hands on your shoulders.
yeah, like right now, and I feel like an energy, like a vortex portal on my right side.
That might be Pam then. So that's like one of his MOs, at least from what I've seen.
He's making me shrug. Or she, who, he or she's making me shrug. Like I don't know.
And then, yeah, we have more showing up. What is this, a darn convention?
Yep.
We got a convention going here. Okay. Hey. Ah, oh, welcome. Wow. They're all there's so many
Mm-hmm.
different beings. They're all look different. Wow.
Well, you know what? I was trying to show the orbs and stuff earlier. Maybe they just made themselves present instead.
Yeah, but I guess not everybody can see them. Wish you guys could. Wish we could show you them. That
Mhm.
if you can use your remote viewing skills, maybe and see them.
Yeah. I
It's
didn't
the
post the
same as
recent.
remote viewing. It's really the same thing. See if you can see them. Does anybody else see them?
Yeah, because now there's a heavy presence. Ooh, and a big one on my right side. Uh, Dude, you're a little heavy. It's like making my whole shoulder drop.
Ease up
I
a
know.
little bit.
I know. He's up, dude. Let's see if I can back up enough with my phone. You can try to see. I don't know. Hard to see.
So
But he's
nobody's seeing them but us, I guess. You guys aren't seeing this at all?
like got my whole right shoulder drooping. I'm just like, come on. It's like
Maybe
it's like suddenly they.
something needs, maybe something needs to be done to your right shoulder.
Oh, strengthening it.
Yeah, maybe they're doing something to it.
Because my left side has always been stronger.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to hurt you in any way.
No, I just feel like a sudden pressure. So it's yeah, they're like,
Maybe a little
prob-
chiropractic.
yeah.
No, I guess we're the only ones that are seeing this. Oh well. Sorry, you guys. I wish we could show it to you. Maybe someday we will be able to.
And something on my
Maybe
head.
later
It always sits on my head. Oh, and I had a lunar moth come and help me, actually sent by somebody, and it was crawling all over my body, and then it sits on my head. I'm like, serious? What does everything got to sit on my head? So funny though. It's like, really, that's not a perch.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, right.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
they're all
Some of them got
laughing.
a sense of humor. Yeah, they've all got a sense of humor. Of course they do. We've got a sense of humor. You
Yep.
know, the higher vibration they are, the more of a sense of humor they got. Really,
Hmm.
they're not serious. They're not very. Is it why is it that a lot of the people from Sirius aren't? But
Mhm.
they're not very
It's
serious at all. That's such a
uh-huh.
oxymoron.
I know
But
that's probably where I get my sense of humor from. I'm always laughing.
yeah.
I think everything's funny.
Well, they've got old Buddha laughing. You always see him laughing.
Hmm.
Old Buddha is always laughing because he got the joke finally, you know? Uh, so he finally got the joke.
Well, I think what I'm seeing as a projection is what they're actually showing, what they're doing, what they're helping, but I don't understand what it is. It looks like gibberish to me, but a whole bunch of symbols they show.
Yeah, they've done that to me before too. I've even tried to write them down.
Hmm.
And it's kind of hard to write them down because it's like nothing we've got here. I did manage to draw them one time, but a couple of times actually. But it doesn't look like our.
Oh, now it's changed slightly. I think the reason that's so heavy right here is because they're actually going through and helping you as where it's like whoever's with me is transmitting to you, and so there's a heavier energy presence because they're trying to like push all that heavy energy out. Well, it feels heavy, but it's not. It's just strong energy.
Hmm.
I physically feel it as heavy, but it's just strong.
Hmm. Yeah, I think they're all your guides and my guides are having some kind of powwow.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Me too. I feel like it's getting beamed out, like everything's getting beamed out. Cool. Well, I'm all for it. I'm down with that. I'm
Yeah.
totally, totally. I This is great. Like I said, this reminds me of the time when Anubis showed up. I mean, it was like such a surprise. Like, whoa, there, what? And then when I figured out who he was, it's like, and I got the name right. It's like, oh, because I don't know. I gotta quit saying that. Maybe I can hear names. You're gonna help me hear names? Yeah, I'll get better at it, I guess. I feel like like these cool breezes are around me, and I'm up
Hmm.
on the top of a mountain somewhere. Wow. Ah, I just took a Ricola. No, I took a Hall's mini cough drop.
Yeah,
There's
I feel.
some,
Ooh, you hear my voice change?
yeah. That's really, really cool, literally. I'm chilly now. It's almost chilly here.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
there's
it
a lot
feels
of us.
like there's air blowing all over me. Yeah. It feels like I'm up in the clouds with air blowing over me. Wow. That's really cool, you guys. I don't know where I'm going, but I am gonna fly, aren't I? I'm gonna be able to fly at some point, won't I? Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
that yes, it's gonna be like this. Oh, that's
Hmm.
so cool. Thank you. Yes, I've wanted that. Oh wow, that is gonna be so much fun. That is so
Yeah,
cool.
my whole voice just like it's like they're fixing my throat chakra.
Yeah, me too.
They're fixing everything like at once, like really fast.
Yeah, I guess we need to be ready. I guess we need to be ready, huh? Something's coming in June.
Mm, said the R word. Oh, I thought I was the only one that said that. I
What?
say that retarded. I'll say
Who's
stuff that's
coming?
retarded. I'll call myself retarded.
Careful because I swear what we say is going to be very powerful now.
Yeah.
I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yeah, you better say stuff like that. Be careful what you say when you're fully activated. Creation. That's one of the creation chakras. Where you're creating things with your voice. So yeah, be careful what you say. Be mindful, I should say, rather than
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
Mindful.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
They get so annoyed when I stick with my cuss words. I'm like, come on, it's a bad habit now. I'm sorry.
They're not even really cuss words. You're not
Yeah,
really even cursing anybody. I mean,
I
fuck
know.
it. Is just an acronym. It's just an acronym for something else. This isn't even a real word. So I don't
Mhm.
even know how that would be that bad. I mean, it's just some people get very upset with it. So, I mean, cursing someone, really cursing someone is oh, different. Oh, wow. You know what? I'm going to have to I am I'm getting to where the stream is kind of getting hard for me to
You
it,
got some bad names all day, Hook. I know.
there's a lot going on, okay? I think there's going to be a lot going on all night. They're having a party, folks. So
Oh yeah.
tune in, tap into that, okay? I'm going to cut it off because it's getting late here. It's 12:47 and we've been on nearly 4 hours. And I'm on StreamYard free plan, so I have to be mindful of how much time I use. But when I get my windfall of cash, because I'm really wealthy royalty, I'm really independently wealthy. When I get all that money and gold and silver and everything, then it'll be different. But for now, I have to kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. So I love you guys. I really want you to bask in this experience. I want you to benefit from it. And I am so glad you came along tonight for the trip. We're having a wonderful time. We'll be on tomorrow with free card readings for our moonday Monday, Memorial Day. And by the way, you are divine. And don't forget it. Oh, and little cowboy is putting his paw out and he's saying, Mom, time to go to bed now. You know? Yeah, rah.
Yep.
Yeah, rah. Time to go to bed, Mom. Okay, yeah, Mom's getting ready to go to bed. I know. You want your belly rubbed and you want to cuddle. He's like a little cuddle baby. What? Quit getting your claws in my dress. I hear you. Come here. Come here. Come to Mom. Mommy's
My
gonna love you.
yeah, my boy's rolling all over by me. Come on. No,
Okay, little cowboy says night, y'all. He wants his belly rubbed and he wants to be cuddled. He wants cuddling. So anyway, yep, little Mew kitty. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you all for coming. Um, really do try and listen in tonight because if you could hook into this, you're gonna love it. Okay, use your remote viewing type skills. Yeah, love one, Mary. Absolutely. Meow. Yeah. hmm Okay. Juice is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some here. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. And I love you, and I'll see you. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for coming in, Angel Wings, and co creating this lovely moment and stream. And we'll have more fun tomorrow. hopefully everything will go for tomorrow. We'll see. And you know me, I have to just kind of go with what happens. Okay. Have a wonderful night.